Well, we are back. How's it going? Can y'all hear yourself?
I
Yo,
can't.
yo.
Oh, yeah, I can. Hey, y'all. What's up?
No, you wrong.
Who? Me?
You. I can't hear myself. I was sure finna.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yo. I'm low, but it's all right. I can deal with this.
I'm cool.
You cool?
I'm cool.
Nice. We gonna start. Matter of fact, can y'all introduce yourself for anybody who may or may not know?
Okay, I am Aqua. Y'all can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Spotify. Bad Boy Aqua, VIBEWAQUA. I'm a blogger. I write, and I have my own podcast. So check it out, y'all.
Okay, let me talk my shit, man. It's your boy Nate the Prolific. You know what I'm saying? That's my name on everything. Instagram, Facebook, Nate, and then DA Prolific, PROLIFIC. You know what I'm saying? And then Parker Point Politics. That's the podcast that I got going on. It's my co-host too. She got her own podcast. She be on her shit. Y'all know she said it, but check out Vibes by Aqua. Strictly audio, dope ass content.
Okay, real
We
raw.
appreciate you having us out though, bro.
For sure.
We gotta get you some type of visual. We're not gonna be doing.
See, I like audio. I want people to listen.
Sit here with me and talk
I want people to listen. Why y'all so against audio? Why I gotta be like everybody else? What's up?
I'm not.
Y'all see they attacking me?
I'm just saying.
What's up?
You gotta have more than just audio.
I can do that. How you know I ain't working on that?
I'm gonna make you work on it.
You gonna make me? Okay. You gonna make me work on it. That's cool too.
I'm the computer guy. Like that's my.
I already tried to get on the audio.
I have an idea, but
what?
You can still hear yourself?
Yeah.
No,
you
can
hear yourself?
I can.
You can. I don't hear you at all.
You don't hear me at all?
No, I don't hear her.
Not no more.
Let me see. Oh shit, that's not it.
All right, yo.
I can hear myself. That's cool. Okay, come on, computer man.
You lucky we ain't got the shot little
your ass screaming. That's why I'm trying to get your levels right.
Okay, let me get that.
You higher than everybody else. That's a shotgun mic, so it's directional. You don't have to be on it.
Okay, let me sit back. Is that cool? Can y'all hear me?
No, I can hear you.
All right.
No.
All right.
No. Hey, is it the way you can turn her headphones up? That might be able to help her. Oh, damn. Okay, there we go.
Okay, that's better. Right.
Get comfortable in this bit.
Yeah, I think it was the headphones.
Okay.
Oh, it was the headphones. So
no, I don't want to sit back like a dude. I want to sit up like a lady.
Oh, yeah. That hell's good as hell.
Oh, okay.
Look at that view. Shut it live, man. Shut it live.
Let me get on there. I'm not even on there. Shut it live. When they say shut it live,
yeah, I got that from Nate. Like shut it live.
Oh my God. Oh no, great. Shut it live.
Hey, Luana, what's good, girl? Go ahead, get them hearts. Share me. I swear, because my client's the best, bro. Like all my clients be the best.
They should be.
They be faithful and shit. If it's anybody watching, your girl faithful as hell, bro. Trust me, she'll be on nothing. Like when we be taking pictures, that's all she do is talk. No, but Shorty, her dude was cool as hell. We did a birthday shoot. And he a person of authority. He might have used this authority to get us into the park while everything was closed down because of COVID. We do her birthday pictures. So that shit came out dope as hell, but like her man, you know, he that blue lives.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So nobody questioned what we was doing because they seen Buddy and it was like, oh,
yeah.
Well, I guess they, Nah, but that was a rainy day and everything. It came out dope as hell though.
Okay.
So now we got introductions out the way. If you hear, you already know who I am. Augustine Versace, aka O'Neal Elliott, aka Zad Hat Zaddy.
I like that. It's the Z's for me. Zad Hat Zaddy.
Yeah, so that's your boy right there. And this right here is actually a special. I'm gonna set this up as a two-parter. So this is definitely a two-parter. I get my partner in crime out here, but this is more of a collaboration than a feature.
I'm excited.
I think I'm gonna try to punch one of these out once a month if I can get y'all to come through.
I think that'll dope. I'm down for it.
Vice versa.
Right.
Yeah, we would.
I talk a lot, so trust me. Just let me know.
That's what's up. Now we're gonna get into this first topic though. How you guys feel about opposite sex friendships?
I love it. I'm all for it.
Is that a red flag?
No,
It is not, but it's like a tough thing. So like me, I was just saying, it's early, but she my first successful like female friend, like that I like. It's strictly just friendship. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
No, shout out to Tania. She was a friend. Never shit happened.
Shout out to Tania.
Shout out to her, whatever. But she was a good friend too and shit. But like, it just depends, man. I say, how can I put it? I can't be sexually attracted. Like that's me myself. Like most niggas be the ones that fuck it up. Female, nah. Because females don't get on that with me too. It's just, I don't know, man. That's a sketchy thing. It's hard. Like if I'm with a female and she says she got a dude best friend, I don't even think I'm
really. I honestly think it's just insecurities. We are too old out here to be like getting upset that your man has a woman best friend. I think just be cool with that person. You get what I'm saying? Work with that person. You shouldn't go into it just thinking and expecting something because first of all, you're gonna manifest that. But I think if you build a relationship with the best friend, we're not talking about people that just, sleep, because a lot of people have secretly best friends that they sleeping with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you see those signs, move around. You might not be able to prove it, but I just think it's real insecurities when you can't handle that type of stuff.
Me personally, I'm open. So I got a mixed bag.
Okay.
So depending on how young I was when me and said friend became friends, I might have. You know what I'm saying?
Cross that line.
On some young, dumb shit I might have. And in a relationship, I'll be honest about that. Like, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what we on now. And like most women that I've met as an adult, nowhere near nothing sexual at all.
That's what's up.
And then one of the weird things about having female friends is you see they type of the guy that they like.
Oh God.
And that turn you all the way off. Like you would love that person to death, bro. But like when I see the type of nigga that you lay your head and like really be that, like I seen the
you look at them differently.
That be dirty. Like some of my female friends, like I see they guys that they talk to and that they play, and it be stand up dudes, and that'll be the dude that they play. And then this fuck nigga comes along.
And they fall for the fuck nigga. Oh my
God. My homegirl Candace, I done worked with her plenty of times on videos. She would always tell me about her best friend. I never met him, right? But I would meet these dudes that she would talk to. And these niggas was garbage.
But she liked them.
And
man.
then this is the first nigga I ever seen. Shout out to my nigga Creek. This is the first nigga I ever seen successfully get out of the friend zone after like 20 years.
Oh no!
Like 20 years of being in the friend zone.
That's a long time.
That's
this nigga dropped the ring on it though. Like they locked in. Like,
oh, that's what's up.
And it's not like it's no surprises. They know each other, like back and forth. This is the first nigga I ever seen that was really like a friend. Like,
and I gotta say,
friend
like,
that's crazy.
Got out of the friend zone.
One point I want to say, it depends on age too. So the older I'm realizing I can have female friends now at 28. Like right now at 28. It could be that, but the intention when it first started can't be, I was trying to talk to you, if that makes sense.
No, for real.
I do got
can't
female
come in
friends.
like that.
I got female friends that I'm cool with, that we just cool. I got to think back like, nah, but like I said, I ain't attracted to them. And they're not ugly people. If I got an attraction, I can't be that's what it is. If I'm attracted to you in some type of way, we can't be friends. Or as I get to know you, like, prime example, like I know Aqua, like on some, like, this is my homie type shit. So now it's like, it's bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, like,
I be telling him about all my niggas though. It's so crazy because coming from a woman's point of view, it is a lot of women who have blocked me from being their men's friends, especially my best friend. I can't even talk to my best friend. His girl don't like it. She like, first of all, we be like, I love you, I want you. You get what I'm saying? We uplift each other.
My best friends, I tell them I love you. And damn, if a motherfucker tell me my male best friends,
she don't like that.
I love you, bro. Like
she don't like that. So we don't talk. I can't even hit my best friend up when I want to, talk to him when I want to, because like these women aren't going for that. A lot of these women have experience dating men where a female was just hitting a nigga on the side. You get what I'm saying? Because they brother. That's my brother. Or this my sister. You know,
I don't trust no female that say brother.
Not me. No, definitely not.
Brother is a trigger, nigga.
Yeah, that.
Like, because I tell females all the time, like,
hey, you know what?
I got mostly female friends. The brother nigga.
I don't like no brother. No
Let's
sister. She's my sister.
It's so fucked up. Story time, Nate. Real story. Glad we're doing this podcast. My blood sister, she's 20 years old. I hope she watch my podcast, show her nigga. Like, I put up on her, got her from work. Now, this is my sister on my father's side, so we not the closest. I guess for whatever reason, she never told dude she had brothers. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. They ain't been talking that long, but they ain't never had that conversation. You feel what I'm saying? But I got brother, probably talking 6 months. This nigga, I'm in the car with, I just dropped off. She finna get out the car, whatever. He like, man, who you with? She like, I'm with my brother. Whole time, before when I picked my sister up, she asked me a question. She was like, why you come back in my life? I don't know. I'm like, because, you know what I'm saying? You my sibling. I want to get a relationship. I'm the oldest out of 7. Boom, boom, bam. Whole time, this nigga in her head, like, that ain't your brother. Woo this, woo that.
I've been
like,
here for you all this time.
And he really didn't like, man, it went crazy, but he really didn't believe I was her fucking brother. And that's an example of like that. Like he was like, y'all just say that. I'm like, boy, no way, that's sweet. We got the same last name.
Some people don't.
So it do be some traumatized shit. That nigga went off the rail, and me.
Nah, because that's just a thing.
Yeah. Damn, the brother. I know best friends be fucking. I ain't never like met no female.
That called coming from a woman, crazy. I have hung around plenty of women in the room.
Sick.
And they're just for real, them hoes are sick.
I can
they
see best friend,
they brother,
you fucking them,
and
y'all
fucking them on the side. Females are really like that out here, and I don't like when people get on the internet and try to make it seem like these females are perfect because they're not. You get what I'm saying? I've hung around a lot of females, and yes, 9 times out of 10. She calling him brother because she can't be with him. You get what I'm saying? He got a girlfriend, so she can't jump on him.
But it be deeper than that too. Like that might be somebody that's really close to her as a friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once you know a female a certain type of way, no matter how much you love them, you can never be with them.
That's true.
You can never be with them.
That's
and
true.
I think it's the same for a woman, and that's
that's the fact.
That's like I hate most of my exes, and I don't hate them because they bad people. I hate them because they can't leave me alone. But I'm not the material they would take for a guy. So it's like, you're a good person. I love you. I love being around you. But at some point, I stopped being that nigga to them. When I stop being that nigga to them, like that's when you gotta leave me alone. If I'm not that nigga no more, you go find that nigga that make you feel whatever type of way you trying to feel, because this is gonna end up bad.
See, that's what's crazy because I heard one of my homies told me this. And he was just basically like 9 times out of 10, dudes be waiting to get out of a friend zone with their female friends or certain female friends.
But I ain't even doing that. I like my recent little shit. I was talking to a motherfucker. And we cool, we vibe and shit. But she basically like, hey, I got a situation going on. Can we be friends? And I kept it a buck. I'm like, no, I can't be your friend. But I don't look at you like a friend in no type of way. That's weird to me too, just to be friends with a female with the hopes that you gonna get some pussy like that.
Some people do be on that though.
This was weird to me. Like, I'm talking about damn near last name status. Like, and then we break up, and then you're pushing for a friendship.
Oh no!
And like, we wasn't friends to start off. Like,
that'd be the problem.
We wasn't friends to start off.
That'd be the problem.
It was a relationship situation, and like I said, at some point I stopped being that nigga to you. But you know I'm a good nigga, so you want to keep me around
just in case. Just in case. Yes, like, it is. I
don't even think it'd be like, hey, don't shit else work out. He might say blank.
I'm telling you, coming from a woman.
And then females be like, oh, I was fucking with this nigga for such. But look what you did to him, though.
That's
now
true.
He feels some type of way about you. And he might still be in love with you. But because of what you did to him,
that's true.
He can't let that shit go. And he's going to treat you a certain way. And females be up there like, I gave that nigga 15 years of my life, but it was 5 other niggas in between that 15 years. And he knew about all them niggas, and you kept him as a friend.
Hey, for sure.
And now it's like,
for sure,
bro, like, no, you can't be that bitch to me no more, because it's like, I know, and then especially if you know the niggas, that's the worst part. Like, when I was young and I first started driving, I would literally go 4, 5, 6
you
hours.
Have
niggas,
to. You
niggas
have
thought
to.
I was playing. I was all the way in fucking Galesburg looking for bitches.
You have to.
I was in Iowa looking for bitches.
Because 9 times out of 10 in Chicago, somebody hit your bitch or your nigga if you is like mingling locally or getting into a relationship locally.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Even them bitches 6, 7 hours away had fucked with some nigga.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you find out
everywhere.
It's like, oh, dirty folks be sleeping on the couch. You fucked him?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot of those conversations. I'm like, she let him hit? Oh, no, not him.
If I found out a female ever fucked with a vice lord,
What you
I
gotta get
say
to
my
my
hey, for all my
Oh,
family that might
gangbang.
watch, my people,
my
some of my
God.
people CVA, I don't know what he
Gangbang.
talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't-
But it's about the GDs. If I see
I'm
any
not-
female messing with the GDs, I'm like, she different. He
What you
that
mean,
GD's son.
bro?
Hey, I'm just
Oh, damn,
y'all GDs crazy. GDs niggas different. GD
This is
niggas
all I'm saying. I'm not saying that every vice lord is dirty. I am not saying that.
Hey, this shit.
But what I am saying is the foreign corner hustlers and the vice lords off of the west side.
Okay, you say out west.
Okay.
All right.
Been rocking them same pellies.
Stop playing. I like out west people. We ain't gonna do out west people like that. We ain't gonna do out west people like that.
These niggas
Them
is
8-ball jackets, I
bopping.
hate them.
These niggas is still bopping and the SpongeBob mics right now, nigga. Lil Chemo is somewhere on the west side right now getting this chemo
With an
step.
8-ball jacket. I hate those girls.
Nigga.
You funny.
With a high top fade. So
if she messing with one of those type of niggas, you automatically turned off.
If I know you fuck with a nigga I would consider dirty, now I don't want to touch you no more.
But this what you consider dirty, so I guess you're not wrong because
It's
that's your
my
preference.
though.
That's your
Oh,
preference.
speaking of that, okay.
I want to talk about that. It's crazy because I was just talking about this on my podcast yesterday.
Preferences and standards are two separate fucking things.
Two fucking different things.
I get tired of breaking this down.
Oh,
See,
man.
A standard is something that you have to have. Like,
Mm.
this is my standard of woman. This woman has to be like this.
Basically, like the
But
requirement.
motherfuckers be talking about their preferences. Like, I give a fuck about your preferences.
And what you think?
Daddy, I would prefer you to lose some weight. You could prefer to eat a dick. What the fuck are you talking about?
Because that's your preference. But because of your preference, you don't even
But
have
you
to talk
still
to my
fucking
fat
with me,
ass.
though.
You get what I'm
That's
saying?
what
You
I'm
can go
saying.
find a smaller nigga if you really
That's
want
not a standard because you still fucking with me. Like,
Yeah,
you're not gonna
it's a
make me
preference.
do some shit. You
to.
know
No,
what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
you for sure.
And then it be the females that be like, Daddy, you need to lose some weight. And then, like, I go do my little mile, 2 miles, whatever in the morning. And they little skinny asses can't even keep up. Ain't that bitch dying?
Hey, don't talk about the skinny people
I'm
now.
like, come on.
Don't talk about the skinny people now.
Like the hot Cheeto eating motherfucker.
I feel like men been having standards though. I just feel like men settle. I feel like because
Men believe they can build what they want, though.
I feel like men
Well,
only
that's
go
like-
for the
that's
hoes and
another
the
thing.
easy women because they're there. You get what I'm saying? Because
But now it's like it's all age. I'm learning because I'm gonna write a book. Y'all gonna get
it's
my
not
book.
age because
It's
I date
age.
older
I
men,
get
30
that.
and
Yeah,
40
matter of
up.
fact, I get you right.
It's
I do hear
not.
that.
It don't have nothing to do with age.
I
Let
feel
me
like
tell you.
I'm getting there. This
Let
is
me
the
tell
nigga.
you.
That's the person then, I guess.
I guess it's just
It's
the
just the
person, but
person.
age. I talked to someone. I want to say we dated. He wasn't. No, I'm gonna say a couple of people I've dated.
Mhm.
35 at least. I like older men.
Mhm.
My reason is I just like bossing them around. You get what I'm saying? But they're still childish as fuck, and sometimes
Like,
some of them
older
don't
niggas
even
let
have
you boss
standards.
them around. Stuck them
Because
on guys now. You
I
can
feel
table
like-
do it 35.
Because they like older men talk to younger females to try to manipulate them because they think they're
Okay,
gullible. And to
that's
me,
why-
on my
okay, I
end,
get
it's offensive to me. So I'm gonna trick your ass before you try to trick me because that's what you're doing.
They're a predator, though.
Yeah, what if you
That's
come in
true
and
too.
take
Like,
shit the wrong
usually
way?
weaker men are predators of their partner.
That's true too.
Mm.
That's
Like-
true too.
Me personally, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I'm an unbothered person in a relationship. Like, I'm not.
He a
arguing.
Cancer, y'all.
I'm not.
Oh, we got a question.
arguing.
We got a question.
y'all.
Well,
We got a
yeah.
question. She said, for all y'all, would y'all still be okay with if your woman/man had a best friend, but they had relations prior to y'all?
I would be cool. I have been cool.
I just
that
went-
doesn't bother me.
I
because
just
know
went.
the
No,
person.
I just went through that. I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't, but like I had fucked the female I call my best friend. And I tell every female I talk to, like on some serious shit, like this is my best friend. They don't be cool with it.
I ain't having none of that shit because I ain't leaving no doors open for
I mean,
nobody.
that happened like he's like 19.
And y'all can be cool,
And I'm
but
28
granted,
now.
like
Damn,
granted,
fuck.
I don't compete with nobody's history. It may have not worked out then. You get what I'm saying? And moving on to me
Okay.
probably may be your best interest at the moment. But
Mm.
once you leave that door open for somebody, they can slip in right when they want to and when they feel like it. You get what I'm saying? I'm
feel
not saying
like
this for everybody,
a
but
person
I
gonna
can't.
do
What they wanna do.
On
By
God.
all means.
And that be
So
the
I'm
thing.
not gonna worry about it.
Let's go.
Like,
Exactly.
I don't
Let's
go
go.
through phones. I don't ask a bunch of
Because that is
questions.
that's childish. And
Like-
you better not go through my
Like,
damn
no,
phone
seriously,
either.
my ex, her best friend was a male model, handsome guy, cool as shit. Met him, whatever. This is my kid's godfather. This is my best friend.
Mhm.
Bam. And then at some point, his sexuality came, to the table from her. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't bother because I'm mostly females. Like, I got 1 or 2 guy friends. Like I'm mostly around females, so it don't bother me that, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. Like if he your friend and you ain't with him in all this time, that means something ain't there. So it don't bother me. But it came out that, you know what I'm saying, his boyfriend or whatever, and they was doing some shit, and you know she was gonna go out there with him and his boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I mean, y'all gotta, it be different shit. Like
most motherfuckers be like, that's a sigh of relief, right?
Yeah.
Nah, but the nigga was married to a woman before.
Oh, see, because that happened. Oh, that's
hey, but my shit be like, it's more fluid motherfuckers out here in the world than y'all think. Like,
for sure.
There's a lot of motherfuckers
for sure.
that just identify as I love love.
And because for real, they love the idea of love, and they don't limit themselves to love and who they love. It's like that, and I feel like people need to stop limiting the word love. Anyway, I hate the saying, "Can you love two people at the same time?" Well, of course you can. You love your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your uncle. You get what I'm saying?
That love different.
Even in a relationship. I swear,
love different.
I swear to God, I was listening to Shahrazad Ali, and she said, "It's no history in a black man to be ever faithful to another person, another woman, I should say." And I want to say that just goes the same. You can be attracted to two people at the same time, two different people. So why can't you love two people at the same time?
But then let's get into this. So are you open to what's that shit when it's called? You got multiple people.
Polygamy?
Yeah, you into that?
Personally, me, no, but I know I can handle it because it's not just about the satisfaction of sex. It's not the satisfaction of sex. It's more so about vibrating on that same frequency and that wavelength. You didn't bring anything out. This is what I do. I talk. It's about being on that same frequency and wavelength. Would I do it? No. Can I handle it? I know I can handle it. You get what I'm saying? By all means, but it's more so going in as a teamwork. We all putting our money together. We all building together. Not we having threesomes and orgies here and there. That's not how you do that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I lost my virginity in a threesome.
Damn.
I done been.
You a dog. I still ain't never had a threesome. You a dog.
Because niggas talk themselves out of threesomes.
I was like 11 though. Look, Nate though. It was some
but
shit
I feel like
on me when I was younger. But anyway, no, I feel like the polygamy thing.
That's different. That's different, bro.
Let me put it like this. I feel like all women are bisexual. I feel like all women are fluid. I believe all women's sexuality is fluid. Yep. And that's just because it's okay for them to be gay, which is okay. I'm fine with that.
I wouldn't say that.
Every woman attracted at some point in their life has did.
We all look at fat asses. We all look at women bodies.
I feel like every female either kiss.
Because when it comes to women, it's more so about uplifting. I guess that's so when we comment on a girl picture, we're not even shooting out. Girl, you look good. Girl, you sexy. That's uplifting a homie. That doesn't necessarily mean
have a gay interaction with another female, like kissing, touching. I think every female. I
just feel like that's up to men. That's just y'all imagination.
They don't care.
You get what I'm saying?
Me personally, from a person who's been in multiple like polygamous relationships, I cannot handle that shit.
It's a lie for real.
It be about sex.
No,
don't.
You have to pay both of these.
Care about two people's emotional state at any given time, and when they shit link up. And that time of the month come together, nigga, you gonna hate life.
Niggas just want
to. This we run into some shit that's like, what if one of them loyal and one of them fucked up, and the one that's fucked up is fucking with a nigga. You find out she fucked with a nigga or another bitch outside.
Because how open is y'all relationship then?
You looking at the other person like, bitch, did you know?
Exactly.
Like, you ain't tell me shit. She fucking with this nigga. We all can catch something.
Exactly. For real.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I say this all the time. If polygamy is what you want, stop settling with monogamous people trying to change their mindset. There's people out here that sleep with you and other people if you want to just build.
Okay, it might not be polygamy, so I'll keep it a buck. My last situation, I brought it to the table with my fiance, the mother of my son. I feel like we should have a polygamy relationship because my hopes was to get all that in one woman, but I fuck with you right before the end of the break when it being done, but you are not. I could tell you're not understanding of what else I want. So how about we add somebody to the mix that's gonna fulfill that other desire? Because I'm a big communication person. Me and her can't communicate, so I'm like, shit. You can find a bitch you like, but as long as I can vibe with her and communicate with her, I ain't even really got to touch her, but I need something outside of you.
So basically, she just didn't really never satisfy you. So I think you should have even stayed there. You should have been there.
What happened when she pulls the Jada Pinkett Smith on you?
Oh, she's so dirty.
I hate
Jada going too hard right now. She needs to chill.
Like
that's clear though. She didn't say that calm and everybody going crazy, but she never said.
But keep your business, your business.
But this my thing though, right? I really feel like some shit don't be other people's business to know. Y'all can have that situation. Y'all can have that situation all day, but I feel like Will work too motherfucking hard on his
for her to do that
for
shit.
you to just be out here wilding, G. Like, you supposed to be my partner. You supposed to hold me down.
I agree.
Even if we got a situation to where
She's going through
But I think
midlife
it was
crisis.
just under pressure. She
She's going
bringing
through a midlife crisis.
everybody to the red.
I think she's going through midlife crisis.
She bringing everybody to the red talk
She
table,
bald.
but people just want to hear her
She grew up in
business.
a
It's about
household.
that balance. It's about that balance.
She grew up in a household where that was okay, but they also admit that her mother was on drugs.
Okay. So what makes you think it ain't a midlife crisis? Because when I'm seeing
like
That woman,
I feel like she's always been like
that person.
that.
Yeah.
And the average life of a human being is 70 years in the United States. She's past 35. That's not a midlife crisis.
Okay, yeah,
Exactly. I was
That's
about
not
to
a
say
midlife crisis.
she not new to this. She true to
And
this.
she's a predator. Speaking of fucking
With that August
Brittany
Alsina,
Renner. Brittany
you
fucking
know,
Renner.
I think her delivery is so wrong, but I understand where she's coming from. I think how she putting herself out there is really trashy and nasty, but I understand her delivery, but I just think as a woman, she
This
doesn't
nigga
value
Dewan
herself.
said that's her truth.
That who
Fuck
Brittany?
Jada Truth.
Oh,
Fuck Jada Truth. Her truth to kiss my ass. You was
Stop
disrespecting
it.
your husband.
And your kids, with the platform you got, why bring that shit? Your kids. I fuck with them kids, G. I fuck with them kids.
If I was Will, I would have been like, hey, Will, you can hit me, bro. Get out.
Shout out to Will, but
Get
fuck
out.
Jada, because
Get
I
out.
emailed her to get on her red talk
Get
table,
out.
and they emailed me back.
Get out.
But I like
My
Will.
nigga, please stop it. Like, I understand that. I feel like everybody in life, they going through a whole period of finding themselves constantly. You're constantly
Every
finding new
day.
things out about yourself.
Healing
right?
every day.
Your sexuality, your preferences, what you like in people.
And it changes
your
every
family,
day.
And it changes. That's the human experience. You are experiencing yourself. You're going through life and you're experiencing everything for the first time. I don't get mad at Jada for feeling the things that she feels. It's just, bitch, you are 50 fucking years old. You are old enough to know now
yeah.
to
Like
fucking tell people in public
about your household.
Your mama's single as hell. Let her single old ass talk about something.
But you get where her mom is single. Her mom is single. You get what I'm saying?
That's
Everything stems from her mom. Everything stems from her mom. For real. You gotta look at it like that.
Sit here and embarrass me in front of my baby girl. Now I gotta kill you.
Who will? Yeah, like not my daughter.
We ain't gotta kill nobody.
Facebook be on other stuff.
Yeah, I said we ain't gotta kill nobody. I got you. I'm like, we love people on this show.
I am going to take issue with you saying this dumb shit in front of my daughter. Because now our daughter don't have no sexuality. She don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was about to say, but Jaden don't either. You get what I'm saying? I feel like hanging with Tyler the Creator, because Tyler the Creator was very vocal, and I am a Tyler the Creator fan, y'all. No slander of him, but he was hanging with him. You get what I'm saying? When they hanging and they saying something, nigga, you was a flower boy too. Once upon a time, like their kids are confused because of the things that they see their parents.
Confused. I think
love is fluid.
What?
Love is fluid.
I think love is fluid.
You get the fuck out of here. So we already break this down. Hold on, love is fluid.
I tell motherfuckers all the time, if I was gay, I wouldn't hide that shit. Why? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I hate when people feel like they have to hide something about themselves. If you're not like a serial killer or some crazy experience,
but just coming up,
like, what do you hide?
It depends on people's upbringing. You know,
let's keep it a buck though.
pressure.
It's acceptable. I just did on my last podcast. It's acceptable for a female to say love is fluid for a female. A nigga, if you can have your wife, y'all the day before y'all get married. Y'all don't.
That's it. No, don't say y'all.
The nigga, if he tell you like I was in love with the dude before.
But guess what? That is my option and my choice whether I want to leave and stay.
Would you?
Hey,
would you?
That's me personally.
Saying, but would you?
No.
Most females.
I know women who eat niggas' asses, and I think that shit is disgusting.
But listen, that's a difference from
a
male telling you I had a sexual encounter with another or anything.
Some women like that. Some women are like that.
I got a question though.
Go ahead.
So, how would y'all feel about kicking with your spouse's best friend? Like, if y'all having a little kickback or something, and your spouse invite their best friend,
I kick it.
My baby mama cheated on me, and nigga, she married the nigga, and me and that nigga cool as shit. That's like my homie.
I would want them to be cool if anything.
That's like my homie. Like, I'm not worried about a motherfucking best. I'm not even your ex. If I'm fucking with a bitch, she got a baby daddy. Like, tell that nigga to come over. He on the grill.
Shout out to Ann Hart. She understand what I'm saying.
I hear you, Ann.
That
But
shit real.
I just feel like it is still women that accept that. Some women don't, some women do. But I feel like what's wrong with society, they take away people's choices and options to decide if they want to be with it or not. Just, you know, a lot of people fear rejection. Like this.
But don't everybody? I know my main issue in a relationship is
Me?
abandonment.
Oh no, I don't care. Look, let me tell you,
My main issue is
I don't
abandonment.
care.
Like I don't like
How
being
you
left.
How you gonna know if you don't try? How you gonna know if you don't put yourself out there?
I don't like being left. Like I don't like the idea of you putting energy into a person. They just decide one day, hey, I'm out. Like I think that's the biggest fear for me.
I would rather
like with marriage.
I would rather like somebody
like
leave me rather.
I feel like a motherfucker could just when you a man, you were taught that you're supposed to acquire all this shit and give it to the person that you love and build all this for the person you love. But what they don't tell you when you're a little boy, when they tell them girls about the fairy tale of this perfect man coming into their life, they don't tell you as a little boy that nigga, you could build all this shit, make all this shit for this person, woman, man, whomever, because you know how America gets down.
Okay,
you can build exactly. You can build all this shit for a motherfucker, and one morning they just completely out the blue, they can feel like they don't want to be with you, and they can take half of everything that you ever made in your entire life, even if they didn't help, just because they was there. Like that is a fear. It's a fear of if I give you the world. And you can decide to walk off with that shit, and give it to another.
So you would do a prenup.
I feel like
I feel like if you ain't leaving, what you?
I feel like everybody should.
No, I look at it like this: if you feel like all the shit that he's saying, like what you saying, I agree with. I've been giving engagement rings twice, so I've gave 2 people engagement rings. If you feel the way you feel, because I felt that about both of them, I had the what ifs. That ain't the one. I'll talk to an old guy. Shout out to my first BM. Her grandfather married his wife and was with her since the day she died. He's still kicking and still alive to this day. But he was like, man, in the first couple of encounters, he knew. And he didn't never question shit. He didn't never think about shit. It's just like, like we get away from that type of shit. Like you're gonna know if you have that listen, you gonna like anytime you talk to somebody and you thinking like, damn, what if this? That ain't it. And we just haven't met it. We might see a lot of qualities we like, but love is, I think you only meet your real one love once in life. That's my opinion.
I don't think so. Because soulmates, you got to think about soulmates. You can have just more than one. You can have more than one soulmate. It could be a friend. It could be, you get what I'm saying?
That's different though. I'm saying the person you're going to spend your life with, have kids with, or whatever the fuck. If it's that case, like they'll love, like not the friend shit. That's different. I'm talking about the person that you're going to lock in with. You meet them once and you're gonna know. But a lot of people, because we so fucked up, our expectations are so early. We in high school saying we love motherfuckers tatted. Think about it. You gotta learn yourself. Once you truly learn yourself and you meet that right woman, you're going to know. It's gonna be like a, you feel what I'm saying?
Because I feel like now, after everything I've been through, the dating experience, I feel like I found my person.
Come on, clap me up.
I can't. I'm gonna clap you out. Shout out to Nate. But I just feel like
special because she an energy person.
But I'm special.
It's our first time I touch my.
But I'm just saying, like, I know I found my person. I just feel it. Like I feel safe and secure with this person, and I've never felt like this with nobody else. And this nigga make me want to get my act together. I kid you not. I ain't never, like, I don't know. It's just different. I can't explain it, but I feel like people do know. Yes, I've had a soulmate or a karmic relationship. Those, that shit goes into depth. But for sure, I know I got my person.
Hey, shut a lie. Like for real, shut a lie. Everybody tune in. Shut a lie.
You Mr. Soul Ties? You making soul ties out here?
I'm Mr. Soul Ties.
Oh, you dangerous.
Like when motherfuckers be like, I ain't never had a bitch that I couldn't go back and get. I'm Mr. Soul Tie, bro. Like I ain't even gonna sit here and lie to you.
I feel like,
but that's why I feel like that one person is a figment of people's imagination. All you need is one person who's willing to rock out with you through whatever.
Because everybody has flaws.
Let's go.
You gotta have some type of motherfucking oomph about yourself. Like you gotta be.
But you can't just drag it through the mud too. So when you say rock out through whatever, it gotta be a certain level. You have to have a certain respect. Like it got. You know what I'm saying? You know what not to do.
That's crazy because I was talking about ride or die too type shit. Yes, for real. Like I am because what's up? That ride or die shit. That shit real. Just stand with somebody for real. And I don't know. You don't want to. That shit real. But I do got that.
I feel like if I had a soulmate, I met my soulmate, and I probably like borderline hate my soulmate now. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
I found a person that
I
made
hate
me
my
feel all
soulmate
those-
now.
I really feel like I found a person that made like right now. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna be out and about just with my business alone, working for a company. Like I met the person that motivated me to the point where I just wanted to be the best version of myself. And it's kind of like it's to the point where I almost hate him because it's like you like me when I was fucked up. You motivated me to become the best version of myself, and you're not here for it. That is a fucking slap in the face.
Oh, I know
That
what
is a
you mean,
slap
because
in
you
the
want
face.
them to see you.
Yes.
Like, oh, I was going through that with my ex, and I kept going back to him, and I should have stopped. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes everybody is not meant to go along with you on your journey. Sometimes people are there just for that lesson in the moment. And it is what it is. You got to take that. But that's crazy because it's like I do want like sometimes people to see my glow up, especially if you pushed me and motivated me. It's kind of hurtful. It's for sure kind of hurtful, but
yeah, it definitely is. Like it's
at the end of the day,
I feel like soulmates aren't always a romantic partner.
yeah, for sure.
I feel like your best friends are like
A soulmate.
a soulmate.
A best friend is a soul. That's what I said.
Like,
It
I
gets
feel
deeper.
like a part of me lives in all of my best friends.
It could be
like,
a
even if we
mentor.
argue, fight. Like I feel like even men, like I feel like a part of me just lives in my best friend. Like it's something.
And that's a soulmate. Y'all soul are connected. That's a soul trap. That's why I don't like when people get on the internet. Like I haven't met my soulmate. Yes, you have. Appreciate your best friend. Appreciate the support that you have in your circle, and stop trying to limit soulmate and love to one thing and one person.
I said you meet one love. Well, I mean you meet the love. I didn't say soulmate.
Like
I just said you meet the love, like the person you gonna whatever. Like you gonna meet them once. Because I think I was doing a podcast. I said I'd never have a big wedding. I talked to a chick, and I was like, she was talking about big wedding and shit. I'm like, I would do
I ain't
it.
doing anything.
I would do it for her. And when they sat on my couch, they was like, when you meet that girl and she tell you she want a big wedding, you gonna want to do it. And I was like, the person I'm talking about, she said she want a big wedding because she want her people to experience it. And I'm so locked in with her, I'll get her a big wedding.
I wouldn't do it because I'm thinking of like
I mean,
she
we all have
she
children right here, right?
Yeah.
So my sister jumped in and she said, shout out Queen. But my sister jumped in and she said, I thought I was in love in relationships before I had my child. And when I had my child, I was like, no, this is love.
That's how I feel about.
Like that's a different.
Shout out to her because I said that's unconditional love in whatever experience.
Yeah, you can't compare that to like the person you're gonna be with.
That's unconditional.
You don't have to learn the person you created. Like that's built in.
It's unconditional, man. It just flows. For real. That's why I like when people get on the internet. I'm lonely. I'm never gonna find out. Love your child. Your child is always there for you. I understand your child may not love you how the way you want to, but appreciate that love.
If you only meet one, I don't think like that. Y'all gotta hit me up. Like I'm gonna write a book one day. I'm too young now, so I'm 28. I said by the time I hit
you
like
can still
50,
write a book.
No, I gotta get more experience.
Nigga, don't limit yourself.
No. I want my book to be like, boom.
Hey, we could come out with a part 1 type shit,
and then drop another one.
Come on now,
stop
playing with me.
Let's go. Love yourself. I do get that. I feel like if you don't truly love yourself,
self-love is the best. I was talking about that on my podcast. I feel like if you don't love yourself, how do you expect anybody else to love you how you want to be loved? If you treating yourself like shit every day and not even realizing your worth, how do you expect a man to come in and sweep you off your feet and treat you like a princess and a queen? Because you don't even treat your own self like a princess or a queen. I feel like people spend too much time looking for love in other people when all you have to do is love yourself, because that's also gaining control of your emotions. Like when I say breakups recently, I have not been crying at all because that's just me controlling my damn emotions. Yes, it may make me feel some type of way, but you have to feel it.
So let's talk about this though, because me and you talked about it earlier. So recently I've been on the dating scene, right? So I don't know, what would you call it when you date somebody and marry them?
Courting.
I don't know if I'm coming off as courting. Maybe it might be because I do want to spend my life.
Be vocal about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, and it's like now when I'm dating people, it's like you have to have qualities that I can see me spending.
And let a woman know, hey,
I gotta. So
I'm not on this temporary. I'm dating to build. But you just cannot tell every woman that. When you come across a woman and you really feeling her bad, you know what? This what I want to do. These are my intentions. I'm not throwing my intentions on you, but I'm just letting you know. Dating to marry.
Why y'all put me on the spot? Like
do you believe it?
You believe in courting? Because I think I ain't gonna lie. At this point right now, I'm 28. I think I'm dating like literally. That's why the dating scene boring to me. Like I'd be like,
I've been courting. It's beautiful.
It's been instilled because my parents have been married for like 30 some odd years, right?
Okay.
It's been instilled in me since I was a young man to court, and that's what my father expects me. Like my father, like, he expects me to be a stand-up guy. But I ain't even gonna lie to you, Joe. Courting is too serious for me. I literally just need a motherfucker to be goofy with me.
And that's what you want right now. And there's nothing wrong with
But I'm
that.
saying, but courting, it ain't gotta be serious.
No, courting is very serious. No, courting is very serious. No, it's that person. Y'all locked in.
I ain't courting. I ain't courting. I
If you
change my shit.
like a Bosnian woman,
or I ain't courting.
Like a white Muslim family, or like Indian Christian.
Say less. I get what you're saying.
Like,
Say less.
It's certain demographics. Like, boy,
I get what you're
when
saying.
you show up at this crib,
I get what you're
Yeah.
daddy coming to the door.
Yes, for real.
Bro,
That's serious.
6'5" white, black hair, blue eyed Muslim
I get
man,
what
look
you're
me
saying.
dead in my face. and
Courting
say,
is y'all locked
what do
in.
you want from my daughter?
Okay,
Exactly.
I'm not courting. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
courting
not-
is locking
Biggest white
in.
girl I ever seen in my life. I can't even tell you. what I
You
want
can't
from my daughter.
be can't be messing around with other people if
Okay.
you're gonna be courting. It's very serious.
Nah,
Very-
courting is. I feel like dating and courting
It's two
is
different
totally
things.
different.
I talked
You
about that
court
on
when
the
you
podcast.
find the person that you think you might like for real.
Mhm.
When you're just dating, you can be dating.
I feel like, yeah, you can
entertain.
entertain a lot of people when you dating for the fun.
Yeah.
If you want to go out every day of the week with a different person, by all means, do you. Ain't nobody saying sleep with them. No judgments
Yeah,
on that.
facts,
Y'all do.
facts.
But a lot of people get confused when it's dating. And I'm tired of this talking shit. What's talking? Texting and on the phone?
Yeah.
Like, what's talking? You're not dating?
But
like,
see, that's-
getting to know somebody?
That's what bag a nigga like me. I hate a person that got still conversation.
Oh,
We
yeah.
talk about this. I find myself talking to overly spiritual women or witches. Like, because they can talk.
They can keep up with the
have
conversation.
insightful thoughts. And like, I don't think about the materialistic shit.
Mhm.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love money. Like, I'm
Yeah.
after the money. I'm
Mhm.
after the bag, right?
Facts.
But at the end of the day, when I'm laid up on my girl, and like, you can be as skinny as you want to, you gotta have a little bit of stomach because I gotta lay on your stomach. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? When I'm laid up talking to my girl, I don't want to talk about this trip to Bali or wherever the fuck you trying to do. At the end of the day, I want to talk about like what's on your mind, what's in your soul, how do you feel?
The Aquarius in me can't settle for a man that don't know how to have a conversation. If you text me all the time, what you doing? We not talking. I'm cutting you off. Like,
I don't even like the text.
talk. I want to talk
You gotta call
about
me.
everything.
I don't like calling because I
No,
feel like that
calling.
exerts too much energy.
when
If
we
I
can
gotta
see each
talk to
other.
you, if I gotta talk to you,
Call me when you
need to be
outside.
here.
Yeah, call me when you outside.
Hey,
or
but that
something.
is crazy. So I'm getting the difference. Like Aquarius. What's your sign?
Cancer.
Cancer.
Crazy.
Okay, y'all real. Like, yeah,
Water
whatever.
sign.
They say Aries crazy too, though. They say we
Aries
crazy.
cool though. I vibe with Aries, but them
Man.
Cancers,
They different.
We
Very.
passionate.
different.
boy.
They-
ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all are very passionate, but that
Yeah.
evil side, oh gosh, y'all
But
Cancer.
you know what the fuck you did to get that evil side? I get tired
No,
of hearing
because
that
y'all
shit,
need to
bro.
learn how to
You
control
ain't-
your damn
you ain't-
emotions.
No, I can't.
Exactly.
Now what?
That's
Now what?
the
Because if
problem.
I love you, you can't stop me.
Y'all
from loving you.
beware
I
of
hate
these
you.
Cancers.
You ain't gonna be able to stop me from hating you. 50 Cent will go to the grave with the niggas he hate. And he gonna hate them to the
He ain't letting up on Ja Rule.
Yeah,
He is
Cancer.
not letting. Yeah,
Bro,
Oh, okay.
he's
50
not-
is not letting up on.
And
You
it's not
see
just
how
Ja
petty
Rule,
he
it's
is.
hella
Yeah, he
people.
petty as
It's
fuck.
hella people.
Gotti, all them.
Like, bro, it's motherfuckers that just died. And it was like, dude that played Omar White.
Oh, he ain't give a fuck.
okay.
He's like that fentanyl
Yeah.
fucking y'all up.
Yeah.
He didn't like Buddy because Buddy was cool with somebody he didn't fuck with. So it was like,
But that's that
when you was
Cancer.
alive, I didn't like you, nigga.
So when you did, and it, I still
I'm
ain't
supposed
gonna
to be
like.
like, oh my god, like you know what? I'm
Mm.
not an NBA YoungBoy fan.
I fucks with NBA.
But his,
Hey, I fuck with him.
Hey,
Yeah.
I
What's
fuck
his
with
sign? You know his sign?
I think he's Scorpio. I don't know. I gotta check.
Okay.
the thing that I like about his public persona is he's like, I hate to say it like this because motherfuckers gonna crucify me,
Mhm.
but there's very few artists that I compare to Tupac emotionally. But he's one of those artists I compare emotionally.
When that
because
nigga
You gotta
publicly said,
listen
let
to
the
him,
nigga
bro.
know.
he
Yeah.
shows all aspects of being a
You
human
have to
Like
listen
people
to
talk
him.
about Pop, they be like, but I'm like, Pop
Hey,
showed you what
hey,
it was.
NBA YoungBoy.
Keep your
closest
head
thing to
up, dear
Tupac.
mama.
He
Brenda's
the
having a baby.
NBA YoungBoy had a shootout happen and like somebody got hit and got killed. And this nigga literally said, I wish it was me. Because I hate to see something happen to somebody. Like, I wish motherfucker would have shot me in my fucking head rather than see something happen to another
And
person.
he a real
Like,
fella.
Hey,
and
he
he really
different
was hurt
all the
over
way
that
around.
shit.
He
Even when
different all the
Vaughn
way
got
around.
killed, no matter what it was between them, it was like when Vaughn got killed, that nigga was like, bro, I didn't want that. Like,
For real, like
I didn't want that.
I feel like
I didn't want that.
a lot of people
I care
don't
who it
listen
was.
to him. They need to
They
just
gotta
listen to him, because if you listen to him, you can tell the type of environment
Oh,
and how
God.
he was raised and how
Yeah.
he was brought
Oh,
up, and he just rapping through his pain, and people you can say, oh, he, you know, I don't listen. Just
Dude,
listen
I
to him
love the artists that rap through their pain.
because it's so
Kevin Gates,
authentic and
Hey,
real.
Rod Wave,
I swear
like,
to God, I just said
motherfuckers
Kevin
who
Gates.
rap-
different.
I don't listen to Rod Wave. He sound like a crybaby. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot.
Nah,
It's
Rod
taking me a
Wave,
minute.
he is. Like, I fuck with
It's
him,
taking me a minute to get
Hey,
into that,
that nigga
Rod.
said I pray for love, and I was like, damn,
That's a real. Now that's
bro.
real. I might listen
feel
to
you,
it.
bro. That nigga said like your girl don't understand, like she there for you, but you still feel alone.
Hey, Kevin
Like,
Gates
Damn.
different
came
though.
home, he was like, past being a kid, like ain't no love out here.
Hey, for
If you
real.
lucky, you might have one motherfucker that love you past being a child.
I gotta
Once
listen
you
to it.
grown, ain't no love.
You gotta get past all the little crime. He don't got no like, you know, NBA YoungBoy kind of get you turned up. Kevin Gates, it gets you turned up.
Nah,
Rod
Rod,
Wave is
all
just
of
all
those-
sad.
Really,
It's all-
I
that's
hear,
why
I
it's
hear,
all
and I don't be
sad.
wanting to
All
think
sad.
about that at the
Yeah, it's
time.
all
But
sad.
you know
I
what
get-
though? Cuban Links come
If
on.
you
I
wanna-
don't give a
hey,
fuck
if you
where
wanna
I'm
link-
at.
Cuban Link.
Yeah, that's the only
That's
turned
it.
up song you got.
Bruh,
If you suicidal,
When
listen
that
to Rod
song
Wave.
comes on, I don't give a fuck. If
I gotta
I'm
listen to
calling
it,
my
y'all.
mama. I'm getting that bitch screaming, I'ma die in these Cuban links.
I said you suicidal, listen to Rod Wave.
I
You
gotta
fuck around, you
listen.
off yourself. You
That's
ain't got no
Hey,
shit.
and I've been
I
on
like
that
happy
bag
upbeat.
lately. I've been on that bag lately on my social media, bro. To anybody who might feel like they want to take themselves out of here, boy, not the move.
No, for real.
Somebody care about you. Somebody love
Yeah.
you. If you don't know who that might be, like, no, you deserve to be here just as much as anybody else.
Because we
And I
all
can-
going through shit at the
I
end
can
of the
guarantee
day.
you, the happy people are going through shit too.
Every day, I just feel like it's kind of fucked up because depressed people really don't have nobody to talk to. Like, people are always there for you at the last minute. Because I remember in 2018, I was going through some type of depression, and somebody who I thought was my best friend, I was vocal to her about it, and she brushed me off like, you know, it didn't matter, and that hurt me even
But also,
more.
Can I touch on something?
Mhm.
We got to stop putting so much
Weight on our
effort,
friends.
like weight on people in general.
Yeah.
So look, I just not realized I'm at a point where I'm okay, because from I say 19, when my life went with a real spiral direction. I always had a dog. I'm 28 now. It's the first, like, yeah, I'm okay. I don't have a dog. I always keep a dog. I can't depend on nobody. Motherfucker like, man, why you always like dogs? Why you always
Support
like this?
animals.
Support animals. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might need something else. It might be a fish tank. You know what I'm saying? For a moment, I always had a pet. Because for one moment with my first BM, I didn't have a dog and she couldn't fuck with the dogs. I looked at my fish tank. I had to sit there and watch my fish tank.
I bought 2 fishes last
year. It gotta
year.
be different shit.
Yep.
So sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It ain't always you gotta
It's
find
about
that
that
shit in the
support.
people. You just gotta figure out what the fuck worked for you.
Yo,
Some people
I
like
like-
games. I got niggas that's real life gamers, and that's they get away from
Uh-huh.
life. They're going like,
Music
yeah.
is my shit, and I
Oh,
kind of feel
Music.
like
the vibrations
I
of the
kind of
music.
feel like what I'm going through right now. Her album that just came out,
Uh-huh.
she got a song called "For Anyone,"
Mhm.
and the song literally just says like, "I love this person so much that I don't love anybody else, even though I kind of hate them. Like that's the only person I can love.
Ooh, let's go.
Mm.
Like
Preach.
the song come on, she was like looking for your sound in somebody else's house. But
Mm.
doesn't sound the same way. Like that's a true feeling, bro.
But
You
it's
talking
not
about her last
Ooh,
album,
wow.
right?
Yeah, I got to
that
listen
last
to that.
See, that scared me.
Came out.
One of
I
my
gotta listen.
exes, she sent me a song off her shit. And I was
We was
like,
talking about Joe Budden.
scared me.
Most motherfuckers think he like a battle rapper or some shit. No, all his rap is really relationship shit.
I gotta listen. I ain't
Like relationship shit and being the person that the
pump
whole
That's
family-
how I get the vibe off of.
pump,
like,
pump it up.
Nah, that's like his biggest song, but like,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
If you hear his real music, like his
yeah,
actual
so
music,
talking.
dude, his nickname was like the Mood God because like all his songs was like real emotional.
Lamia said, "What was the name of that song? I guess that her song
Mhm.
For anyone,
For Anyone." I gotta listen to that.
People don't
Oh.
understand what it is going on with themselves. You have to put a name to a face,
So to speak.
so to speak.
Yeah, a lot of people just out here dealing with a lot of childhood trauma, and they taking it out on themselves and everybody else instead of actually dealing with that. I feel like a lot of people are not healing neither.
That's
They're not
facts.
doing a proper healing, and it's also affecting them in their adult life. And I think that's a problem because it also leads to, you know, depression. It could be
Yeah.
like things from your childhood or a teenager. It could be leading up into your
Mhm.
adolescence, and it could
It's a lot
finally
of shit
hit you.
too, though. Like even with me, like recently, like I told you, we were on our drive here. I gotta
Mhm.
keep it a buck. I'm like, I've been talking to females, and I've had at this point of life where I'm at now, I was like, I'm ready to get back on my Pluto shit. That's Future. because he a toxic ass nigga, but it'd be more fun when you toxic. And I was like, man, when you come with good intentions behind a female, like you like, hey, I hear all the fucked up shit you've been through. Even if we don't work, whatever memory you got with me is going to be good memories. So embrace that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I'm on now. I'm trying to set the bar high because so many females got dragged through the mud. I'm gonna set the bar high.
That's not your responsibility. I'm a firm.
I get a kick out of that.
I'm a firm believer.
I'm setting that bar high. That's my thing. I'm setting that.
I'm a firm
high.
believer. You attract what you are, and that goes for anybody. Like I was vocal yesterday. I
believe so. I'm like,
I believe so. Because you
can attract what you are.
I feel like I attract a lot of assholes, and it took for me to sit down and reflect on why am I, because I'm an asshole. So once I change those things about myself, this is personal experience.
No, go ahead.
I stopped attracting assholes. It was more like, I feel like people that you meet in your life are a mirror of you, whether it's good or bad. It's up to you how you.
But what if it's certain parts? So let's say like I'm meeting a lot of like females now that's like had the most traumatizing shit. They've been with niggas 7, 8 years, 10. It'd be fucked up, but it's like I was that nigga that used to hold on. I got a safe blanket. The longest relationship I was in was 7 years.
And it could be teaching you how to stop. You get what I'm saying? To move away and stop getting comfortable and try different approaches. And you get what I'm saying? Like, because if you attracting those same people and you was on the opposite side of that situation, exactly. It's just like,
see, some shit just be built into you. Like I feel like certain character traits are just with you from the time you're born. I'm a caretaker. I always try my best to nurse people. So I get attached the most to people. You know what I'm saying? I done been with women that were beautiful.
And
did not think that of themselves. They were scared of me because I would look at them, they'd be like, you look at me like I'm really beautiful. And I'm like, nigga, you are. What the fuck is wrong with you? And it's like that right there in itself, some shit just built in you. I was never that nigga that could play cool. Like some of my guys, my best friend used to tell me all the time, bro, you go out deep in with everything. You be loving these hoes. Like, nigga, chill. You gotta be cool with these bitches. And I'm like, bro, I have no chill. It's not in me. I don't have no chill. I go from 0 to 100. So, bitch, if you don't like me, leave me the fuck alone.
That's real.
I go from 0 to 100. If I'm talking, I couldn't even be a player right. If I'm talking to 5 bitches, I'm damn near dead. Because I'm giving all of me to all 5.
I just said
that's dirty, y'all. Wow, I can't do that.
No, it's crazy. I just said
when I date and I'm dating multiple people, no, I like being a mystery anyway. I cannot give them all of it. It's fun. It takes away the fun. I like to
be on Front Street. I'm me 24/7. I can't even pretend to be cool about certain shit.
But then I can say like with me, I could bullshit some shit. But if I fuck with you, I fuck with you, and if you ain't trying to fuck with me, I can't be your friend. We can't communicate. Like I'm an Aries shit. Like once I want you, it's that, and I feel like
once I want you,
it's that.
We sound aggressive like an Aries.
Hey, you hit me. Once I want you, it's that.
Sound aggressive like an Aries.
Shit.
That's a wrap.
Queen said, I had to look at myself. Each relationship was a step worse than the next. Again, my kid made me step back and say, okay, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I attracted to this certain type? Once I did that, my options got way better. Exactly. It's about reflecting on you, because especially a lot of people don't like to take accountability as in what they contributed to a toxic relationship. It just wasn't that person. You was probably doing some things that was triggering. You probably had a nasty attitude, bad attitude, or you probably just wasn't, you get what I'm saying, just satisfying this person how you thought you was, or you just had, like I said, some negative qualities about yourself that you had to bring to light and fix, because it's all fixable. You get what I'm saying? So when you sit, because I wasn't the best in my past relationships, I'm not gonna lie, I used to push niggas just to see their reaction. Then I had to stop that. You get what I'm saying? It's like sometimes women, we contribute, and then when we get the response or the reaction we don't want, we look at surprise. Like,
you know how to deal with a woman that's handsy? Hugs. A woman that's handsy, no, it's not what you think. A woman that's handsy don't like when they can't put their hands on me. If a woman tries to fight me or put her hands on me,
that's crazy.
I'm going to hug her.
Because that's what she needs, love.
Because if she can't get her hands on me, then she gonna try to bite. She can't bite me. Like, she just gonna have to let that shit out and cry.
And hug you
like,
back.
Get that shit out and let me know what's going on with you.
I don't condone.
Hey, this one of them podcasts.
I don't condone like women hitting on men. I feel like that needs to be talked about a lot too.
They do.
A lot of women be out here fucking these niggas up.
Like,
I've seen it.
I can't talk about this topic.
These women be fucking these men up out here, and I be like, You lucky because I
Man.
was working on 95th one day, CCA Red Line, and I was watching this little girl steady hit the dude. Okay, so the little nigga, right? He's 20. So he's sitting there selling his little weed, but he trying to mess with both of the little girls. You get what I'm saying? So they both find him. So she basically trying to prove herself like she tough. When I say she kept running up on him, punching him, and if he tried to walk up on her, she pulled her mace out. I had to walk up to him and be like, hey, I really appreciate you not for putting your hands on her, because some men would have like snap. A lot of women do that because they think that shit cute. It's
but
not.
why you ain't go to the female and tell her you tweaking?
Why didn't I? She was a little, because they don't listen. I say, hey, stop putting your hands on. I told her that several times, but they don't listen. When people like that, when they don't want to listen, you can't force them to.
My bad.
It's okay.
I can put people what they say on the feed.
Oh, okay.
So the, like good questions.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So people can actually know what the fuck we talking about. When we talking about so
but yeah, I just told the little girl, I'm like, get out. You know, you wrong. But fuck you, bitch. You 50 years old. Mind your business.
Yeah,
you can't. Ain't nobody gonna be receptive to no messages like that. So why sit there and try to
don't nobody put their hands on nobody, man. And then outside of that, vandalizing property and shit too. I ain't gonna do it right now because I got a podcast gonna come out about the old Nate, but y'all can't do that either. It be that shit hurt a nigga too. Especially a nigga that ain't never had shit. He got everything out the mud. He breaking this shit.
As a woman having my own everything, I can't touch no man. So I've been working since I was 17.
So I hate females that always just
you ain't gotta do that.
Like, bro, don't touch my shit.
Yeah, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to bust his windows out. That's just material things. Because you hurt.
Hard for my shit.
You hurt. Oh, no. I feel like men should start calling the police on women.
That's some pussy ass shit, though.
No, it is
and then
not.
You gonna bind her out. Like, that's what fuck up. If you call the police on, you gonna bind out, bro. I can tell what type of nigga you is. You ain't gonna bind out.
Women killing niggas
if you
too.
Fuck on her, you ain't gonna bind out.
It's a lesson. Let her ass sit there.
If I call the police on you, I don't fuck with you, shorty.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So, but you gonna fuck with him. You ain't gonna have
the step after me calling the police is you did something where I gotta put my hands on.
Yeah, because
so I'm gonna call the police first. Because I see shit getting out of hand.
Because she gonna call the police on you back.
Because if you fuck with me, you will never put me in a position to where I would have to call the police before I
exactly. And if I gotta put my hands on you, I shouldn't even be with you. Yeah. There's no reason for us to even be together if we have to result things in violence. Walk away. Some people don't know how to walk away. That's when people confuse obsession, attachments with love. That's not fucking love. You don't gotta pop your nigga upside the head because he ain't listening to you, or know.
Especially like I'm having females fighting me, and I'm not even an argumentative type of boy.
Because you so calm about it. That pisses a woman off.
Yeah, they be more mad about that. Like, so you just don't feel nothing.
And the worst advice I'll give is walk away. I swear to God, bro. Like,
no, run away, jump your car.
You can't walk away. Hey, listen,
I'm not a
confrontational that shit
person.
Not happening. Like, I'll be like, man, I'm the type. Boy, I'm gone.
I try to avoid confrontation. I don't like confrontation.
People, but I'm gone. Boy, I'm the type. I ain't coming back till tomorrow. I'm gone. But motherfuckers ain't going with that. They know you a nigga. Like you ain't. It just.
No, I don't want to push nobody to that point because I don't like it when we both get ugly and look ugly and screaming and crying, and afterwards you look at it like, damn, was this really all worth it? It don't be.
Hey, everybody tuning in, shut the lie, shut the lie. Some people in the comments that ain't shared the lie. They say shut the lie. This bitch busting today. Shut the lie.
But I do believe men should start calling the police on women because women like that will not hesitate to call them. Exactly. A woman, no. First of all, a woman is gonna call the police on her nigga and bail him out the same night. That's why police don't get involved with domestic.
My females know not to call.
But men should. But a woman, I feel like if I call the police on you, I call the police on my ex because he popped up at my house. I don't play those pop-up games. You do it one time. That's my boundary. So you try to play me, I call the police.
I don't pop up when people.
That shit is bold. You should. Nobody should be popping
that
up on
more
nobody.
Common than it don't. Like that shit. Hey, but I appreciate the women I've been talking to.
That's not cute.
It happen more common than it don't.
Ultimate disrespect. That's not cute, bro.
You gotta look at the woman. Not saying you. Did you get that nigga a comfort where he could feel like he could do that? Because I never did that.
That's boundaries.
In my 28 years of life, I never popped in the female. But did you? So the dude that popped up on you, do you feel like you gave him that?
When my ex popped up on me, he thought it was something. Yes, I loved him, and he tried to use that as an excuse. And when he did, I still got the video, everything.
But was it other times he popped up?
No, he ain't never do that shit no more. Okay. I called the police on him, and he acted a fool in front of the police. I still have the video. She mad because I broke up with her. So you come over here trying to
You
get a
go
hat
crazy.
that you gave me a year ago that I forgot about. Oh, you're
I ain't
crazy.
gonna lie, I got a good drill set and some
I'm calling the
Y'all got
police
niggas
because you
kicking
could hurt
doors
me. I don't take shit like that lightly.
Y'all got crazy. Somebody said he came to kick my door down. Y'all got
And
some,
that shit is
ain't
scary.
Oh, no, that's
It's
what-
scary.
That's my little
What?
You
sister.
call the
I ain't gonna
police?
lie to you. Her baby daddy,
Please.
I got a special place in my heart for him. Like, remember when 50 was into it with Ja Rule? He was like, my heart bleed for you, nigga. Like, her baby daddy is.
Because that's some crazy
it's a special
shit.
place in my heart for him because he act like a female. Like, you ever met a man that acts like he does stuff like key her car or
And
like,
block her and
like-
do little
like-
catty shit.
My sister has her own crib, like a house,
And he can't handle it.
and he got put out. Like, it's not she rented, it's a house. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you kicking at the door like she had a landlord who gonna fix the door, you dumb dick. Like, she gotta pay for
Hey,
that.
Q
That's
Jackson,
what
I hope you're not with him. I'm sorry, but she said he keyed. That's some bitch ass shit.
But that's
man,
people
that's some
die.
bitch ass shit.
People
Yeah.
die from domestic all the time. So
Yeah.
when I feel like when somebody don't give a fuck about kicking down your door, they don't care about putting
Yeah,
their
that
hands
nigga
on you,
different.
hurting you, or anything.
Hey, y'all run
That's
away.
the first time.
Y'all run away.
But then
man.
sometimes I feel
Shit.
like I don't know. There's just a touchy
And then
subject.
when you a man and you dealing with females, one of the biggest problems I have with having so many female friends
Mhm.
is like, as a man, you want to protect the women in your life. But being a friend, you have to, even a brother, cousin, you have to realize that some shit you can't involve yourself in. Because
Mhm.
women,
Go
I
back.
don't know if they understand how quickly shit can be deadly for men.
Mm.
Like when men get into it in a split second, and it don't have to be a gun or knife, nothing like
Mhm.
that. Our hands,
Mhm.
like it can go from
Yep.
this to somebody dead just that quick between men. With women, it's not so much so unless weapons get involved, right?
Mhm.
With men, two men with their bare hands, somebody could die.
Yeah.
So as a man, you have to know when not to overstep. Because some females have you in situations where every other week you gotta beat a nigga ass.
Yeah.
or
My
knock a
dad
nigga
don't
out,
play that. He'll get involved one time, the first time.
and then they go back.
And that's he don't say shit else about it. He don't do nothing else about it. That's why I don't call my dad. Because if I
Oh,
call my
God.
dad, I know it's really, really serious. My dad is trigger happy. He don't play about his daughters. Like, you know, like for real. So it's just like me and my sisters know.
Man, I
We
told
know.
that dude, that nigga like, she 20, he 27. That was a red flag. I mean, that ain't shit.
Don't.
But I'm like, boy, all right. So I'm like, motherfucker, get on your ass. And that was it. Now, if she called me again, I already did what I was supposed to do. After that, it's up to you because they're going to go back. Like, they're going to go back.
I've seen
like,
it all the
yeah,
time
they go
working for
back.
CTA.
And then you will be in jail for fucking your sister nigga up.
And
Or whatever.
she
And
made
she's
up
right
take
there
care
with
of.
the nigga.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Take care of while you locked up going to
You
court
hear me?
cases.
Come
and
on,
shit.
man. They
When
gonna
I was
go
working
back.
for CTA, I've witnessed a lot of domestic, a lot of women was getting their ass whooped. And when the police would come, they would always fight the police when the men get in handcuffs. That's when I found out from CPD. They be like, domestic would be the worst because that's why I'm like, it's just a touchy subject because you don't know what goes on in these people. Man, some people think that's love. You get
Hey,
that
look,
shit is not
Hey,
love.
OC, we don't take phone calls over here. We take video calls. So if you try to get in, you gotta show face.
Okay.
He used to that's one of the
We take video
Yeah.
calls.
But I remember the one time I hit my baby daddy, I thought it was sweet. No, I spit on him and he turned around. Yeah.
That's gonna get your shit.
He turned around. He was like, "Pal."
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
He
Whatever
was-
happened to you after that, spitting on somebody is assault.
I'm kicking
That's the
ass.
reason why that's just
He just popped me one
I'm
time
kicking
and my
ass.
nose just got the bleeding and I ain't never put my hands on no man
I
again.
feel
And
like
I was
two
young
things-
though.
It's two things that don't really hurt you, but should be counted as like physical attacks.
Spit.
Spitting on somebody.
No, that's assault. Spitting
and
is
calling
assault. Spitting
somebody
is assault.
a bitch.
Nah, that
That
ain't. Nah,
bitch,
that ain't.
I feel like
That
bitch
ain't-
is not bad
that ain't-
because
that ain't-
women, we like the
A
word.
woman
we-
calling a man a bitch?
Now I don't like that. When
Men-
Ari was doing that shit with Herb, it pissed me off.
Men is bred to be fighters. Like we're workhorses.
Yeah,
There's a reason why we bigger than y'all. We're protectors. We hold shit down.
that's speaking.
When
that's
you
our
call
place.
us bitch, that triggers something in our brain chemically.
Nah,
I feel like that's too
it
disrespectful.
depends. Like
for
I'm at a
women
point
to-
now. Like it's just. I'm like, this is my thing. I know I'm not a bitch, so it's like now. Like I ain't gonna lie. My lesbian, she called me bitch. I laugh, but I fuck you up.
When
in
a
this
woman
bitch,
call
bro.
a man a bitch, she don't disrespect you at all. Like when Herb and Ari was
Yeah,
in
he
a
said Herb
relationship.
was acting like, cause he know when
He didn't,
stepping
and
for
Ari,
shit,
bitch, shut up. Bitch. That
don't-
shit is not cute
Yeah.
at all.
It
I'm
ain't
not calling
cute,
my man that.
But it's like that don't. I ain't gonna. Kick
Yeah,
it.
that's that
spit-
relationship or whatever.
that
But I'm not
spit,
calling my man that.
That's different. But bitch, I don't
That
care.
spit, I was just young, dumb, stupid. I can admit that. You get what I'm saying? And Do I regret it? I forgot what it was even about, but I'm just, I ain't never did no shit like. But that's just how I felt about him at the moment. Like I said, do I regret it?
I say bitch too much, so now I gotta learn to accept it. I'm trying to get better, but
like I said, sometimes we use bitch and women like, hey bitch, what's up, bitch? What's going on, bitch? But it's like when the men try to chime in, bitch, what up? Or what a bitch is that? It's like, okay, you don't respect women. Is that like double, contradicting ourselves? Because that's how men use it.
I only do it when I'm mad, or if you being a bitch, literally a bitch to me is a person that's nagging. So like, if you date me and I call you a bitch, you like nagging, that's a bitch to me. Just it ain't got no pussy. Nah, man, you tweaking, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? You steady arguing. I'm not like I'm the type where I'll walk off. Like, damn, it's been 20 minutes. Look at my Apple Watch. This bitch trying.
If a man call me a bitch, he don't respect me at all.
But if you nagging for you a bitch, shut up.
No, you just say you're nagging. You're nagging. Shut up. Not bitch, you nagging. Shut up. No.
Bitch, you tweaking. Like, hit the fuck. Shut the fuck up.
No. How you feel about the bitch?
I'm not with it.
You ain't with the.
I don't like.
It's too much.
You call your female a bitch? Will you call your female a bitch?
If I said, I mean it in a disrespectful way.
Exact from a man, yes.
And then fucking Lupe made a whole song about that.
Shout out to Lupe.
The song pointed that out perfectly clear. Because to a girl that came up a certain type of way, when a motherfucker say bad bitch to her, she's thinking about a female that's on her shit. But to the same little boy that grew up with her, a bad bitch to him is a bitch that's bad at being bad, like his mother was bad. Like his mother was a bitch, but she was like the source of everything that was good to him. And when he compares you to his mother, you're not doing the same shit my mother did, so you're not a bad bitch. You're bad at being a bitch. Like, you fucking up.
I don't even...
But it's the same words, but just depending on whose mouth it
comes out. The context of how you use the word.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to fix it, but nigga and bitch
is just like... That's why I say wench.
Oh, wench. You always say I'll be man. I'm trying to get better.
Ooh, and say no, that's different. It's like Dave Chappelle said, if you're not in that group, you can't say those things. Women can call each other bitches as terms of endearment. Black people can call each other niggas, but white people cannot. Same thing. Gay people can use their lingo amongst each other, but if you aren't in a community, it's no need for you to say it at all.
So if you are a man, but you are gay, does that now make you a woman because gay men can call women bitches?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, my gay homies say, bitch, what's up, bitch? I guess so, yeah, because we liking the same thing. We know it's not coming from him in a disrespectful manner versus coming from a man. Some women like to be called bitches from their man because that's how they bond and they think it's tough. But no, she right though. You get what I'm saying? When you in that community, you get what I'm saying? You can use that lingo. But if you're not, like, I wish my homies or a man friend of mine would call my phone. What's up, bitch? What's up? What you want?
Since we talking about perspective then what's your perspective on race as opposed to nationality? Because I think a lot of people, especially black people, confuse nationalities with races.
Oh God.
First of all, race is just stupid in my personal opinion. But if we had to go by what the clear-cut explanation of what race is, like, do you believe that people get race and nationality confused? Because I just use this as an argument. To me, Cardi B is a black woman. It don't matter what her parents' nationality are. When I look at her, if you're telling me that certain physical traits make you a certain thing, she has all of the physical traits of every black woman I've ever met.
No, I wouldn't consider her a black woman. I feel like that's still taken away from other people's nationalities, I guess. What she identify herself as, maybe a Hispanic, like a Latino, African-American woman. They are that. I feel like
this is my thing though.
Cardi B black.
Where do they get Latino and?
Because if
it's like I thought race was your skin.
But that's just like the American way. You get what I'm saying? That's how the Americans set it up that way. But I want to say, when we talk about nationalities, when we talk about Latino Americans and things like that, a lot of people was confused about the Mexican holiday and shit like that. But they are black people that were just raised overseas. You get what I'm saying? On the islands. That doesn't, that's different versus Cardi B. If she's like a Puerto Rican and don't,
saying it was based off color.
This is my
I don't think nationality is based off color.
Being Puerto Rican does not.
Now we saying
she's
race.
not black.
So if she was
No,
dark,
she
would you
saying-
say?
But it could be depending on what island that you have came from. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know history. What?
I kind of feel like you're either white or you're black. I don't feel like there's no in between
Mhm.
because as a black person can be born looking any way. Like
You
there are
okay? I
people
get where you're
that-
going with
a
this.
black person can naturally be born with red hair, blue eyes, and be pale and be full-blooded black.
But that's
Like, it
depending on
can
where
happen.
they were, like just the location. Like this when we talk
It's
about
just- that's what I'm saying.
geographics.
That's what I'm saying. So like race don't exist. It's just where your people were from.
Yeah,
That's why they would
I
look
agree.
like that.
I agree. But
Like-
the whole Cardi B, I still wouldn't go that far as to calling her black. You know, I wouldn't.
So
I
what
would
is
give
Nicki
it
Minaj?
a Latin. I would call Nicki like Caribbean or something, like an
You
island
gonna call her
girl.
black either?
Or she could be a part of black. I'm not saying
why
that
you
she's
not
But I'm
not
just
saying
saying
black.
that's
But I'm
nationality
just saying,
though, right?
based on where they come, that's how okay, so when I look at people in different cultures and society, that's how I look at things. I don't look at it as like you know, a race, oh yeah, they was born here, but they probably Spanish. No, I look at, like I said, demographics and where people actually come
See,
from.
look
on
at
the
Ann.
island.
She say she Guyanese and she's black. That's my point. Like I feel like race is so stupid and people find any reason to argue because it's like to a person who is white, to a person who is of Caucasian descent,
Mhm.
everybody with skin pigmentation is a nigga. It just depends on where you from.
Where you
If you
from?
Arab, you're a sand nigga. If you know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's what they
saying.
call them. They call them sand
If
niggas,
you
yeah.
from the Caribbean, you an island nigga.
Yeah.
Like they not screaming, oh, we like that person because they're Puerto Rican. No, you're a fucking nigga.
I would just say black people are superior, and I feel like a lot of people want to be black. That's why I'm not going to give it to somebody like Cardi B or Janae Aiko. I'm not giving that to them because I think that's the problem.
Janae Aiko,
She is not black as fuck. She even uploaded her DNA registry on
Bro,
Twitter. We not talking. She uploaded that shit. She uploaded her DNA.
I've been saying, if I say
She uploaded. She uploaded.
She black.
She's mixed. I don't care what y'all say. She even agreed to stop saying the word. That's why y'all got to get on Twitter. She uploaded her DNA. It don't matter. She has a small percentage of black in her. Not saying she's not black, but at the end of the day, I'm not giving no. If you're not 100% black, I'm not giving it to no mixed woman. I'm not giving it.
You not 100%.
At the end of the day, y'all. Okay, I get y'all going deep into this. What I'm saying is, Janae Aiko probably have 1% of black in
I
her.
don't think it's one.
She uploaded her DNA register. Y'all,
It's more than one.
okay, 5%. I'm gonna get her fat, but y'all can look that.
Because if
Her
you
and
got like-
so Kaylani
if you
black
got
too.
like- if
Is
you-
Kaylani black too? Is Kaylani black?
Yes.
Get the fuck out
I
of
ain't
here.
giving it to.
Is Doja
Get
Cat
the-
black?
Get the
Doja
fuck
Cat
out of
black?
here.
I ain't giving Kalani.
Is Doja
Get
Cat
the
black?
fuck outta
Is
here.
Doja Cat black?
Doja Cat, I don't
She's
really,
fucking African.
I don't really pay attention to
Is
her.
French
I should
Montana
say.
black?
No.
No,
he's
hell
from
no,
over there.
French
No, he's
Montana
from,
not black.
Like,
He's
not
literally from the
Palestine.
continent of Africa.
But
I
that's
don't think
so.
he's black.
It
depends on where you come from.
It's every person black.
That's
the
true
case,
too.
then that
To
mean
me,
my,
yes.
that
True
mean
too.
my fucking
To me,
fiance, my
yes.
old fiance.
But sometimes Indians turn their skin get dark just like ours. So are
Dude.
Indians black?
Look at George Lopez. He a black nigga.
So just because they have the characteristics of black, y'all got to stop inviting everybody to the cookout because just as these people have qualities and show characteristics of black people, she's
But
not.
it's a cultural thing.
I agree with.
It comes down to a cultural
Hey,
thing.
Ann Hart said, Janae no, Cardi yes. She is Trini and Dominican. She came from Black Trini. Now I can believe that because coming from an island, I think actually
Dude, Dominican people is the blackest fucking race.
and that's what I talk about. Now I talk about that.
They
I would
black
give
as
that to
fuck.
black. I would give Dominicans black.
Motherfuckers be like, Kodak Black is black. He don't
He
consider
Haitian.
himself black.
He Haitian. He gonna say he
Exactly.
Haitian.
But that's a nationality. If we talking about race, the way race was set up,
That's the
anybody
problem.
With the skin tone,
Darker
black.
skin tone
It don't
is black.
matter
Yes,
what your
that's true.
nationality is.
Mm.
Because
But it
Taylor
does.
Calderon got the biggest fucking fro I ever seen. That nigga's a Puerto Rican god over there.
But just because they, like I said,
That
have-
nigga at the end of Illegal Tender with the big ass fro, he black as fuck with a big ass afro. What do you call him?
there is colorism even in other countries, even in DR. People with darker skin tones
Yeah,
are talked about.
yeah.
I found out
Yeah.
because I asked a Puerto Rican by accident. I thought he was Mexican. I asked him, did he celebrate in September? He got pissed and was like, Puerto Ricans
First
are
of
the
all-
better looking ones. That's what he told me. It was something about their skin.
There are traits that nationalities give you because of heritage and the things that people do. Like, I put it like this. American people are loud to everybody else. We are loud as shit in conversation.
Yeah.
But that's how Americans talk to each other. That is an American trait. Like, American people are bigger than other nationalities of people. Like, people be like, oh, Americans is fat and lazy. That's why we beat y'all and everything.
Yeah.
Like, all we do is eat steroids. You could look at a person and they can be black as night, but they will look different if they're from America or if they're from Africa or if they're from Europe because of what the people eat, the type of traditions that they have, the things that people go through. I feel like culturally, that is the biggest divide in people, and people just get to talking about race, and race was just some dumb shit.
I agree.
Made up by
I agree.
motherfuckers who lived in caves and had sex with their sisters.
I
Like, why
agree.
the fuck is we taking a word for anything? The same motherfuckers who went across the whole fucking world looking for spices and still don't cook with them bitches to this day. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
The niggas who left England because they was getting the shit taxed out of them, and now we all dying from American taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we listening to these stupid motherfuckers?
I agree. I feel like, people need to do their research and just, feed themselves some knowledge on what's going on. And just the people out here, different cultures and nationality, period. Because, I don't know, shit is weird. Because black people, I ain't gonna lie, one thing about black people, yes, a lot of people be still in our culture, but they don't even know some people are a part of our culture. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I think Mexicans are more black than anybody. I'm not gonna say they are black, but I feel like they can relate to us more, if that makes sense.
The thing that they use to separate black Americans and Mexican people is religion.
Yeah, that too.
Because most Mexican people are strict Catholics. And black people are usually strict Baptists, because that's all Christian. But black
Baptist,
people are usually Baptists.
Yeah.
And white people are usually looked at as Catholics. So you think about all the people that get brought under the umbrella and that are against American black people. It's all based upon religion. It has nothing to do
all the
with
shit made religion. I'm so tired of it.
Because like even with the Republican Party, I fuss with the Republican Party.
Because they for black people.
I get money. Fuck being for black people.
Money.
I get money and I want to keep my money and I fuck with the niggas who want me to keep my money. As a party. As individuals, they appeal to Mexican people from the fact that the Republican Party is most often looked at as Catholic Party. Like white Catholic males run the Republican Party. People don't look at how things could benefit them. They just find a reason to be like, okay, I want to be part of this higher class. So you're lower because you don't have this, and I can relate to them. But to a 75-year-old white man, you being Catholic means absolutely nothing to them if your skin isn't the right color.
Exactly.
And then to a Republican, if your money isn't the right color, that's one thing I can say about Trump. For as full of shit as he was,
I fuck with him.
Trump said, "This is not my money. I don't give a fuck what y'all. This is y'all money. If y'all want to spend all this fucking government funds on your business and relief, so y'all ain't gotta go.
Here go 20K.
Guess what? Guess what?
Here go 20K.
It's not my money. At the end of the day, y'all will fuck up y'all tax funds. And I ain't still going to be rich. Okay. Trump didn't care. This motherfucker Biden can't even remember where he at. I'm just waiting for the day.
I don't like Biden, G.
I'm just waiting for the day Biden at a podium and he looks over at Kamala and says, Barack, why the fuck do you have that wig on?
I can't stand her neither, because she's so fake. You trying to show some hot sauce, trying to prove you black. Bitch, we see you.
We see
she wore Tim's and some other shit before.
And she wasn't even rocking
She is actually.
She wore Tim's on some shit too.
She wasn't even rocking the real Tim's.
Yeah, she didn't have
a
lot of people don't even know Kamala and Biden are the reason a lot of our black people are in jail, especially over drugs. They fuck that shit.
Biden was with that shit.
I don't fuck Biden because since he's been in office, we've been going downhill. A lot of people don't know since they've been in office that we're not getting no stimulus check. They're giving you $250 or $300 for your kids, but they're gonna take it out to taxes. You get what I'm saying? You have to show vaccination card. I can go on and on.
Trump said, "I'm passing this shit on. I don't give a fuck how they get it."
You hear me?
Trump like,
but a lot of people don't even know Trump's still president. That's why that airline, that pilot got suspended. I normally don't even be vocal about stuff like this, but it's just a lot of fucked up shit that they doing behind the scenes. But it's our people's fault because we not questioning, we're not asking them the right questions.
Votes, but I don't think he's still
because they trying to. No, they are. He definitely is. Because like I said, I just know a lot. Talk to a lot of people.
If that was the case,
that's why they trying to silence
Bush
him.
never had a second term.
But no,
if that's the case. If y'all talking about what Trump going through right now with the votes being fucked up, then technically Bush never had a second term because his votes was fucked up.
Bush was, but they pushed Bush in office to get us where we are now. Like they fucked up the economy, bro. You got to look at it and think about it.
Bush was the evil side of capitalism.
Yeah, I about to say fuck Bush.
Bush was like, I'm gonna get all my rich homies some money. Fuck the poor people. Trump really just didn't give a fuck
about anything or anybody.
This nigga, he called his motherfucking daughter Ivanka. What should I do about this money? Well, Daddy, I feel like you should. You know what? You are absolutely right, baby. You are.
Fuck it. Let's press the release button. Fuck it.
Release that button. That's the wrong button, Trump. That's for the bombs. Oh shit, my bad. What a money button, nigga. Like, what do you think this is? A Staples commercial? Yes, nigga. Want my money? My money button, the easy button, right here. Wow.
I read a book on Bush. Bush was actually like our first American king. He was like the first king over here. He was actually made president to actually fuck up the economy and everything, just to push the motion for the new world order and everything. Like y'all notice the economy haven't been right since. You get what I'm saying? It's just a lot of.
It bounced back when Obama was in the office.
Fuck Obama too. I'm not one of those people that be like, I'm Obama, he black. Fuck Obama too, because Biden was right behind him.
No politics.
Biden was right. You need to. That's the problem. We need to. We need to.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, right? I don't trust no politician. But when people say fuck Obama, I get mad because I'm from the south side of Chicago.
Me too.
Inglewood.
Me too.
My cousins was around this bitch slanging. Niggas was getting football numbers. I'm talking about 85, 90 years for slanging cocaine, for slanging crack, right?
Okay.
But a white boy was slanging some cocaine and get a couple of months. Say what the fuck you want about Obama, he ain't do nothing for you, but guess what? It's a lot of niggas in my family right now who done got their feet on motherfucking firm land and can see freedom of fucking gain because that nigga made it to where the laws for crack cocaine was the same for cocaine. So I don't give a fuck what else he did. He brought my people home.
Yeah.
So you can say he ain't do shit for the black community.
It's not even just about the black community.
Family leaders back to the crib.
Politicians are all evil. They all want the same thing at the end of the day.
He come around for us.
As you should. As you should. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, politicians are all evil, whether they Republicans or Democrats. Nobody are looking at the other parties because those parties don't have the correct attention. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, Democrats and Republicans, I'd be a Republican before a Democrat because dating back, Black people used to be in charge of Republican parties until white people took it. So a lot of people don't even know history on politicians, and they never even taught us this in school, which is actually the problem.
Was literally named like the Democratic Party of Dixie. Some shit.
Yeah,
it was founded by the KKK.
Exactly, and a lot of people don't know that. That's why I'm like, fuck them.
It was founded by the KKK. And I remember I had to tell my homeboy we was pulling off the expressway, and the Knights of Columbus was up there like they was in church just collecting money and shit. My guy couldn't give him $1. Like, bitch.
Yeah, no, put that shit there.
Goddamn money, nigga, that's the KKK.
No, for real. I don't.
I remember I had a girl, like I said, I'm a fine bitch as far as hell. She was living in Galesburg, and I was like, why don't we never go to this church? It looked nice.
No.
Knights of Columbus. I ain't going to
KKK, motherfucker.
You walk in that church, and then if you go on their website, no bullshit, the first thing you see is like the blackest motherfucker I ever seen in my life helping some white kids with
slave.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Hey, you gotta fake it till you make it, baby. Fake it till you
Ian
make it.
said, yes, we're talking about politics. The views need to be up even more. But when you talk about politics, the views always decrease because people fear what they don't understand. They don't want to hear that shit. So when you try to help people put two and two together and explain it, it can become too
bullshit. That's probably because we know politics was never meant for us. So why do we care?
But a lot of people,
that's one thing with Charlamagne. He tried to push it. Big Charlamagne guy fan. He tried to fuck with it
because we do need to be involved.
But it wasn't never built for us.
They are trying to take away our Constitution, and I feel like if more people knew the laws, the rights, and everything.
Wasn't wrote for us.
Hey, Congress is not for us no more.
For us at
Congress
all.
are supposed to protect us, but they are not. Like I said, it is all up to the people, and we, the people, are doing a terrible job. You get what I'm saying? Just educating ourselves. But how can we blame ourselves? Because our upbringing with schools and slavery, like we fucked up. But it's like, I feel like it's still never too late. I feel like everybody worried about the wrong shit nowadays. I don't, like,
Hey,
what's up?
you just brought up something to my mind, Joe.
What's
Hey,
up?
why do they call it critical race theory?
Let's
Because
talk about that.
It is not a theory at all. It is actually all fact. It is American history. It is not critical race theory at all. And then they be like, "Oh, little white kids shouldn't hear this."
No, they should.
Like, they should.
They should. That
They
man.
should know. And this is the thing, though. If you've ever met a white person, I say 18 to probably like 40. If you met a millennial
Mhm.
or like a Generation X, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you've met one of them and they actually like took
Mhm.
history and like learned about Black and Native American history.
Mhm.
When I say an ally, nigga, that's not even the word you could use.
No, I
Like,
agree.
They be turned. Like they'll be turned on their grandparents. Like, Papa, you fucking wrong. You racist.
Because I feel like you teach race, but I feel like the kids nowadays coming up, these millennials, they have so much control and they don't even know it, like for real. So, but you absolutely right.
Nah, that should be turned up. And I just like, I be seeing the news and I be like, why do they call it a theory?
Because the white people just trying to fuck
Like,
with people.
nobody ever questions why when you open up American history book, it's all European history.
And then they want to talk
Like,
about the Holocaust too. They
What
throw the
fuck-
Holocaust in
What
there.
the fuck happened in America? Like, you throw in all this shit that has nothing to do with America at all. Like, yeah, they got here, we had Thanksgiving, and boom, we where we at now.
And this what
we
Hitler
took
did to the
everything.
Jews, and then now we back on here like, what? Why?
Motherfuckers ain't even gonna talk about Hitler was that nigga though.
Hey,
Like,
they
he was
blocked me
nice.
on Facebook for 3 days because they said I was trying to get everybody together and become a terrorist or something like that.
Twitter was liked. I mean, not Twitter. What the fuck I said? Hitler was liked.
Because he knew.
He was a liked person.
Smart ass. He was a smart man. He knew.
I'll elaborate on this shit.
No, he was liked where he was an elected official. It wasn't like he just came into power and took over some shit. Hitler was an elected official.
I think he seen something and
the
knew
people-
something and tried to warn us.
Man, fuck that shit. I hate when motherfuckers talk about that because being
Really?
Jewish is not a race.
I'm not even talking about Jewish.
No,
I'm not even
saying
talking about being Jewish.
That goes into my race.
It's a
shit.
belief.
Being Jewish
It's
is
like
not
it's
a
like-
race.
it's
And
like
when
a
people
belief.
talk about what Hitler did, people bring it up.
Oh, I don't
say,
give a
like,
fuck about all that. That's not
They
me.
bring up Jewish shit and they be like, bro,
I just
he was killing all Jews. He was killing black people. Like,
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
see that
Jews
shit,
is
he was
Jews.
killing. He was
Yeah.
killing anybody that was of that faith.
Mhm.
That's
wasn't
it's a
killing-
belief. It's a belief.
He wasn't
It's not
trying
just
to
a
kill a
belief.
race of people. And like, he got people to be on his side by saying, "Oh, the Aryan race." Like, nigga, you didn't care about them either because
Mhm.
they didn't even look like you. Like, you can't tell me a person who finessed the whole country really would point out somebody that didn't look like him to be the perfect person.
Mhm.
You would think, as arrogant as he was and as intelligent as he was,
Intelligent
he
man.
didn't feel like any of those blonde-haired, blue-eyed people was better than him. That was
Mhm.
just what he had to say to get motherfuckers on his side because he was
Exactly.
half Jewish. His mother was Jewish, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she was.
So he was actually just a manipulative, evil person.
But it was
And
always his intelligence
You know
that
what's
drew me
fucked
to
up
him.
though? Over there, they teach those kids.
Yeah, I was about to
In
say.
America,
they
they
do.
want us to forget the history. Like, they teach the kids about what happened over there. They don't just try to wipe
That's
it away
like-
like it never happened.
America is evil, man. But at the end of the day, a lot of Americans, we have a lot of freedom that a lot of countries don't even have. A lot of countries don't even over there don't even have water, internet.
You're not evil.
none
You
of
can
that.
find everything. If they don't push it in schools, but you can find whatever you want to find.
I feel like people say stuff like they
You
don't
can look
teach
into,
our
you go
kids
to a
Black history.
library if you want to look into some shit. You
When you
find.
go to college, why don't you take Black history?
But I feel like it's up to you and the parents to teach their kids too. It's just not up to the school and society. You get what I'm saying? I feel like teaching starts from
But America builds it to where you can't have that. Like, this is a conversation people had. If I had the money, my wife would not have to work a day in her fucking life. She'd stay at home with the kids. But America didn't build up society that way. Why you think Will going through the shit he going through with Jada? Because to keep that way of life, it takes the two of them to hold that together. It might even be a financial thing. It's just they need the two of them to hold that together.
Mm-hmm.
So America makes it to where you have to be dependent on your partner, and then they implant in your mind that y'all gonna have to fight because the man is tired and he's saying he can't do it alone, and the woman was like, I need to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
That's the narrative that's built instead of motherfuckers coming together and be like, we gonna make this shit work, how we make it work. Ain't nobody about to tell us how we gonna make this shit work. Like the American home is fucked up, and the numbers is fucked up. 50% of people do not cheat. I say 90. About 95% of people cheat. They be like, it's half and half. No.
I can believe it.
Because I've never met nobody on planet Earth that never cheated.
I can believe it.
Facts.
Well, I
You
don't
cheated
know.
before?
I have.
You cheated before?
I got caught up before. It was in
Come
high
on,
school.
man.
Okay, I've cheated before. So out of 3 people, that's 100 motherfucking percent. You would think it would be 33% somewhere in this room, right? No, it's 100%. Everybody cheats, bro. Like, or you have cheated at some point.
Or got cheated on.
Yeah, or got cheated on. Like, it's certain shit that affects everybody. And it's like they build up this thing in your mind, like, oh, you're supposed to be the perfect person when you're young and blah,
Nobody's
blah, blah.
perfect.
Man, fuck out of here.
Nobody's
Statistics say I'm gonna live till I'm like 70 or 65, somewhere around there. I got that whole time to figure out this shit called life. I am not in a rush.
I swear I was just saying, like, why are people so in a rush to get married in their 20s? Like, we have so much life to live and so much to learn. No shade for anybody. If you have your person, I salute to you.
That's
You know?
that old school thing. Motherfuckers in their teens get married.
I haven't even been overseas. My man might be over there somewhere. You get what I'm saying? That's just all I'm saying. Like, I've been in Chicago my whole life.
You're familiar with that courting thing. Go back to that. Going overseas, this is different monster.
But I don't want to. I'm just saying.
Hating out there. Americans, we savage.
Yeah.
We give our kids like options.
It's arranged marriage.
Buying,
a lot of shit is arranged.
Bro, my man
you already know
Muhammad.
who you gonna marry.
My man Muhammad, when I met him, he looked exactly like Drake. No bullshit. His wife was younger. He was only like 18, 19 at the time. But his wife was younger, so she couldn't come here. He's from India.
Okay.
And where he came from, his daddy was rich. I don't know why the fuck he ended up here. But him and his daddy moved up over here or whatever. And they were pre-arranged marriage.
Okay.
Now, over there, he explained to me the custom of like, he could say like 3 times he don't want to be with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And they just not together no more.
Okay.
Like, that's just it. They just not together no more.
Yeah, I mean, like, overseas is very different.
So, you know what I'm saying? But his wife came here when she came of age. That nigga looked like Drake when I met him.
He don't look like Drake.
Motherfucking ball by the time I last seen that nigga.
Stressed his ass
she stressed his ass out. And that was because she got here and got to talking to American women.
Ooh.
And boy, when she found out you can't do a lot of shit to your woman here.
Oh, yeah, she
turned up on
because
that
over
nigga.
the men over there,
gosh,
they be having like 5 different wives, and you better not say nothing about it.
And then, like, the community will shun you. So, like, if your husband leaves you, that's it. That's the end of your life. Like, nobody's gonna
want you.
Your family's not gonna take you back. Like, you literally just homeless until you die. He get the kids. He get to keep all the money.
Because they don't really have respect for women's They don't overseas. Like,
I don't think it's not that they don't have respect. I think they are more stern. I think they're just more stern. Like, you gotta have it. This is my thing about American people in general, right? We don't have no resolve. I feel like you could be with anybody for the rest of your life if the both of y'all have that resolve to where we're gonna make this shit work and we're gonna figure it out as we go along. In other countries, they don't give you that option. You gonna figure it out or you gonna die. Which one you want?
And your parents gonna pick for you.
Right, you know what I'm
your daddy picking your husband.
You gonna die. Like, I seen this shit about the African lady. She was talking about she wanted a divorce and it was a special case. I think they granted it to her, but she wanted a divorce under the pretense of her husband was too big and he was murdering her ass and she couldn't take it. Ooh. And she said, "Look, I can take anything, y'all, but this man gonna fucking kill me." And I think they gave her like a special thing. So
and it's just fucked up that you got to go through all of that and all of those people just to get out.
But when you don't make it easy for people to renege on their word, that builds more character.
Yep.
Because when these people come from overseas, they come with their wife.
They do.
When you go into the Arab stores, Habibi got his wife.
Mm-hmm.
His sister married.
Working with him.
There. They all running it up. They got cousins. They paying for them to go to school and do advice so they can be a doctor. They moving piece by piece the whole fucking family over here and sending money back to the crib.
Mm-hmm.
Black people can't even
we
get
don't
along
do
with
that.
each other in the same community.
We don't have no structure at all, like as far as
That's
black
America
people.
Fault,
yeah, for real.
America got us out here with no structure.
Fucked up, man. That's when they introduced Section 8 and low income housing. It just made everything more terrible. I don't believe in that. I'm not gonna say me too. I've never been on it.
I hate Section 8.
I don't agree with it. Like I said, I've been working since I was 17. I've been working hard for everything that I own. I don't even when my baby daddy was a lousy parent. I still never did child support, even though I always threatened him, but I knew he would come back around because once you put the government in your business, it's like, you can't do this, you can't move here. Like they coming for everybody who did the PPP for the 20K on Section 8. Yeah, granted, it was retarded on their end, but we know that they needed the money. But it's just that the government have way too much damn control and always want to check on you and what you're doing in your life. So I'm not finna live in no low income housing in Section 8 and you tell me who I can have and bring and live with me. No, I feel like people, especially women get too comfortable on that shit. And when they get too comfortable, they depend on the government. And then that's like, I don't need no man because I got this. Yeah. So your rent is $36. Do better, get a job. Man. I was literally working at CTA with people who would not go into another position because they didn't want to lose their Section 8.
I hate when motherfuckers be like, I want to go on trips. I want to do this. I want to do that. Well, I couldn't do that if my motherfucking mortgage was only $20. Bitch.
You hear me? No, folks. They don't. We don't have the same responsibility.
Motherfuckers look forward to passing that shit down to their kids. That shit
is fucked up. The kids turning 18. You better go to that aid office. You better apply. They got the link on that. Like I said, I've been working for that since I was 17. Anybody can do it. I just feel like people make excuses and they be lazy out here looking for a fucking handout. I feel like nothing in this world is free. If you want it, you have to get up and go get it. But depending on the government for the rest of your life, and some people might need it. I'm not talking about everybody, but if you know you don't need it, if you know you have the opportunity to get out here and get a job and make more money and put yourself in a better position, do that. Why not do that? I feel like that is real trifling of you. I was looking at some of them train operators trifling because y'all making money. You get what I'm saying? So why you like? Why? Let me tell you something.
Like public transportation workers, that shit like high school.
Oh man, let me tell you the worst experience.
They
didn't like me. Messy. The first year I got hired, my first week, it was already rumors of K9 and the CTA worker sleeping on the in the bathroom on my road. I'm talking about it's sex galore up in there. If your man, if a nigga come up to me right now, hey baby, he could be attracted. I work for CTA. Deuces. I'm not talking to you because 9 times out of 10, a nigga in CTA or even a female, they had somebody else up in there.
Okay,
I
so
guarantee.
I got another question to ask y'all then. What's your top 5 male thought jobs?
CTA, Amazon. Any warehouse job, CPD, because I have worked with them. And I want to say, I don't know, scammers. Is that a job?
I mean, it's a
drug
job.
Dealers. That's a job. But yeah.
Nate, what you say? What's your top 5 like female thought jobs?
CNA.
Oh, I knew that was on there. You prop wearing thotties.
Any female that work in the warehouse, like I don't give a fuck if you doing dispatch or whatever. You work in the warehouse. That's 2. Let's see, 3 teachers.
Oh,
teachers be hoes.
Teachers be hoes for the students, but we ain't gonna get into that right
teachers
now.
be hoes. 4.
I had a teacher, babe. He was a hoe.
We would say bus drive. I ain't never experienced no bus drive, but I've seen how. Like CTA, any public pace, whatever the fuck.
Hey, CTA gets down.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 4. And my 5th, hoes, female, when they get to work and they hoes. I don't got no 5th. I can't think of no 5th.
All right, so I come in number 1. You said CNA, but I say anybody in the medical profession.
I agree.
Facts.
Lawyers. Teachers. Females in the military, and if they in the military,
they doing it for the money. Oh, they getting crap.
If they in the military and they're a nurse,
getting crap.
Bro, you might as well just call that a wrap, bro. You done.
Getting crap.
And I would say, damn, who would number 5 be, Joe? Oh, Instagram models. That is a job.
Yeah.
Instagram models be some
right. We can't knock that job. That is a job.
Ooh.
They just link up with
people. And Hart said promoters though.
Oh, they the worst ones.
Yeah.
But even them niggas on Instagram who make the funny skits and videos, I hear a lot of them cracking people. You hear what I'm saying? Like people I know. So I'm like, they be getting coochie, but they be paying for it. That's some thought shit.
And because if you a man, you technically paying for pussy anyway, regardless. Unless she makes you, like, if she's just a female that refuses to let you spend money on anything.
No, okay.
paying for the
When
pussy.
we talk about when I talk about paying for pussy, it's we both going in. Okay, can I pay you this to fuck? Not just having sex with somebody and then doing for them or spending money on them. That's not what I mean.
Hey,
like
I
paying
gotta
for
do
pussy.
like my nigga Riley off the Boondocks.
That's not like paying for
But
pussy.
I'm paying. That's payment.
No, but that's not paying for pussy. That's just acts
Why
of service
do I
on your
take the
kind.
money I was gonna spend on dinner and buy that hoe some groceries?
Let me tell y'all. I just want to clear the air. It's tricks out here, and it's some niggas that love being tricks. Whether y'all niggas want to believe it or not, trust me, coming from a woman, y'all might not be no trick ass niggas, but I've ran across a lot of men that'll just pay you for conversation. You get what I'm saying?
I'll spend money, but like I do shit for you, but I'm fucking. I ain't
People gonna pay you to talk. People gonna pay you to rap. I'm talking about I ran across so many niggas, and I tell females all the time, closed legs get fed. When you open your legs for a nigga, don't expect him to do anything for you all that. Closed legs get fed.
Fucking lies.
It's been
Legs
niggas.
open
I
get
went
fed,
closed.
Open legs get
Fucking
fed. too.
Closed
You can't say-
legs get
well,
fed.
both
It's
get
a
fed.
nigga who put the deposit down on my house and he can't even step foot in my shit, never slept with him or anything. That's
It's
you.
It's a
That
female
nigga is
that
a
got
goofy.
like
Hey,
the same
of
shit.
Of course he's a goofy. Of course he's a
He
goofy.
would have did that whether or not you.
But he
fucked.
wasn't. He did it with the intentions of fucking because I'm not that type of person.
Right.
See, niggas do spend money in returns of thinking they're gonna get some pussy. But when you going across it, I feel like
you have a can-do attitude.
But ain't no man finna come at me like that because it's offense. I read right through that bullshit. I feel like if a nigga come to offer me like some money just to fuck me, he don't respect me as a woman. I have too much respect and value
Or
as
that's
a
his
woman
understanding.
to allow that.
That's his understanding though.
Hey,
Because I already said this. Like I'm 100% honest. If I make $1 million before I'm married, whatever these females get is what they get. That's
hey,
what
by
they
all
deserve.
means, it's you. You
That's
know.
what they deserve.
By
Like,
all
if
means.
I make $1 million before I get married, if I'm not worthy enough to be loved before I can take care of your every whim, then bitch, you deserve whatever you get for fucking me. If you get these future vibes, like bitches be like, oh, I love that man at his lowest. Bitch, you mean for the 6 months that you stayed around while that nigga was fucked up? But then 5 years later he owned and now all of a sudden that was the love of your life? Bitch, if you don't get the fuck up out of here, man.
Women do be
niggas,
like that.
Niggas will love females through everything. Bro.
I agree.
We will love females through everything. They talk about how much niggas is dogs. Dogs is loyal though. Like niggas will love their bitch through anything. You cheat on that nigga, he love you. He fight your
Niggas not coming back
No.
from no cheating.
You's a fucking lie.
Well, niggas be flexing on the internet.
I was
Gotta
gonna
be
say
flexing.
that,
Y'all niggas be flexing on the
Ain't
internet.
no lie, I never
Fuck
said no shit like
See,
I'm
this
cool
is-
with you.
This is
That
why
mean I ain't do
man,
what I was supposed to do. I look at it different though.
Ah,
That
man.
mean I ain't do what I was supposed to be doing. I'm
Like-
gonna talk to you and
like-
figure out.
You see these niggas and they be with these Instagram models. They be like, why would he be with a female like that? Because in his mind, whether or not I get with an Instagram model or I get with a regular girl, y'all come with the same baggage. And women could go fuck and cheat as much as they want to, and nobody would ever know. Because you literally can walk out my front door right now. I mean, mama's front door right now. And the next nigga that walk past, you say, hey, let's fuck behind this bush. And he gonna fuck you. He not gonna know your name. He gonna know shit. You put your pants up.
Because it's the
walk
power of
back
the
in
coochie.
here.
Women hold that power.
You could walk back in here, and we wouldn't know the fucking difference. You could have been gone for 5 minutes. We wouldn't
What's the
know.
difference from
Women
a
don't
nigga,
kiss.
though?
Women
Niggas
don't
can do
kiss
the
and
same
tell.
thing.
Women don't kiss
Niggas
and
do the
tell.
same thing, but we had this conversation before. I feel like it tilts more towards the man as they get older. Women can do that shit from birth. They can get a nigga to go. Men, the older we get, the more we accrue, the more we have, the more authority that we have in a relationship, the more we can get away with it.
I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to you.
A
That's why
20-year-old girl is not gonna do what Jada is doing to Will.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Because Will is 50 and rich, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Now Jada,
She got her own
that
girl.
pussy losing some power. She can only pull that on young men.
Uh-huh.
She can't pull that on an older man. Will is staying for reasons other than I love this bitch.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about
he
that.
got money
that's
tied.
true.
He got too much money
He's
tied.
staying for reasons other than I love this bitch.
Mhm.
Women can use love and pussy up to a certain point. But when a man hit that point where you hit your stride and you unstoppable, a woman can't tell you what to do.
And women can't take that sometimes. Like, oh, this nigga got standards now. Oh, he got a backbone now. Women don't like that.
But look, though,
Women
you
don't
let
like
me
that.
fuck around and get my money right. You let me get my situation right.
That's
and
the
you're
problem.
not the only bitch that want me.
That's the
And
problem.
that was never the case that you were the only bitch that wanted me. But now I can literally walk anywhere I go, and because I'm a status of security, I can have any bitch I want.
That's a
Literally.
mental thing too. I think that's a mental thing. Anybody can
But
have
men are
anything.
taught that we are worthless until we are worth something. So once we are worth something, you can't tell us anymore that we're
But then it
worthless, that
also
we're not
falls back on the
something.
type of
Nigga
women that
have
you
a little
pursue
dick,
too.
If he a millionaire, you gonna love this little dick. Because bitch, I'm rich.
That's a deal breaker.
They cheat. They can cheat.
I
And
had
he be like, I can buy 8 bitches. I don't care.
exactly because I was about to say the little supervisor I was messing with at CTA, worst thing ever. He had a little wee wee. Do you think he gave a fuck? He was fucking galore from the red line, blue line. Bitches heard he had a little wee wee. They didn't care. They wanted to test it out, but he was a trick. He was doing all this. Like I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Those type of niggas dangerous. Like dangerous.
And I love you, I swear, but don't compare me to Kevin Samuels.
Oh man.
Don't compare me to Kevin Samuels. Like he do his
I
thing,
never watched his little
but
speeches.
Don't compare me to him because I don't like treating women like that.
Yeah, he was kind of harsh when it came. His delivery.
I don't
was
like.
fucked up.
He treat niggas too though. My
No,
homie.
I don't like treating
Kevin,
nobody like that.
My homie, he
making them feel less than what they
but
are.
he treat niggas. It's the only thing
I
that
don't
get
think he make them
publicized
feel less
is
than
when
what
he
they
bash women though. He treat niggas too. It's
No, he
been
do treat
someone like
women.
men. I'm saying men. Yeah, he treated niggas too.
He asked homeboy. He was like, "How old is you? How much you make?
Well, you work. He said you a broke nigga. He said you
He's
broke.
like, you broke nigga. How much you weigh?
But who?
Oh, so you fat? You
But-
got a big dick? He was like, what you mean? Do I got a big dick? Do you got a big dick? Me? I know I got a big dick. So you fat? You ain't got no money, and you got a little dick.
I get making a point, but at the end of the day, who does he think he is to even be like?
I don't like the. I don't like. It's not what he says.
It's how he says. It's his delivery.
That's what I don't like about Kevin Samuels. I don't think I could be that cold and callous to people.
For no
I don't
reason. You don't even know these people.
I
You
don't
don't.
always disagree with what he say. I rarely ever disagree with what he say. Actually,
And as a woman, I've watched him like he's right. People need to hear this, but he's
the way
nasty
he
about
talking
it.
to people
Yeah,
is fucked up, bro.
he's nasty.
Like,
Who want to sit and watch
who
that?
taught you to talk to people like that? And he said himself, he overcompensates because he was raised by women. So people look at him like he's weaker because his mannerisms are that of a woman. So he overcompensates by being cold and callous.
It's
But
not
he
cool.
like,
himself.
and then he like a
Cool.
capper or some shit too though. On some like
Them
someone say he a
pretty
capper.
ass.
No, I said he a capper.
Them pretty ass.
That's them the type of
You
niggas.
showed us
Yeah,
right
like
now.
that. I think
I don't.
I'm pretty
I just
sure
don't
I
like
believe
his
he's a
character.
capper. Yeah, so
I
that's
don't like his.
that's how they
character
come
at all.
across. When I was in college, I'm like, oh yeah.
I liked when Dr. Umar called him out. He's another funny nigga too. But I just
You
that
talking about the
Kevin
dude that do the overly
Samuels, the
like,
woke man.
everything. Be,
Yeah, but because he the one who called it out. Like Kevin
No,
Samuels
Dr.
was.
Umar fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's
That nigga-
hilarious. He was just
that nigga
calling
is
and
fucking
picking on
hilarious.
weak women.
No, all them niggas is hilarious. I don't give a fuck. These media people, I love watching that shit. That shit is fucking hilarious. All that shit is hilarious. I just love conversation between people and opening up dialogues. It doesn't matter if I don't agree with you. Nigga, I would
Let's
watch
talk.
Rush Limbaugh. I don't agree with shit that old white motherfucker said, but it was conversations he brought to the table that need to be had.
And I'm open to that
Right.
conversation. A lot of people don't be open to conversations.
I love conversations.
Oh, I
That's
can
all
talk
I
my
wanna do.
ass off.
Yeah.
Okay, I love talking.
That's all I want to do is have conversations.
You ain't wrong.
Look, they ass done. He like, y'all niggas still having conversations. I'm tired, boy.
You see his
I'm
arm
hungry.
crossed?
I
I am
am
too.
I'm
My
hungry in the
stomach is a
motherfucker.
little
I'm
growling
holding my
over
stomach.
here.
See y'all hear this bitch growl on the
I knew I should
motherfucking
have gave
mic.
for the motherfucking snicker.
Hey, I'm gonna eat these. Look, I'm gonna eat
Ooh,
those.
shit, I'm hungry in the motherfucker. My bad, dog.
Shit, that's cool. Then we can wrap it up. Y'all got
I enjoyed this.
Nah, this was
I
lit.
enjoyed this.
We gotta make this happen more. I told you,
For
we
sure.
trying to, you know what I'm saying, politics online shit, vice versa. I'm with it.
Maybe you can get some visuals going since you
No,
got
I gotta
my
get y'all
audio.
feng shui right, boy. Like we gonna hook that shit up. We gonna
Mhm.
get that space together. I gotta get y'all feng shui.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do like a whole little probably YouTube series on that shit. Just
Oh, that'd be dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I feel like I'm good at that. That's
Facts.
I
Yeah,
know
because
what
this
I bring.
setup decent.
I know what I bring to the table when it comes to just like knowing lighting and cameras and shit like that. So
Oh
I
God.
really look forward to that.
But we appreciate you having us. And then let's shout out to the Instagrams again. My Instagram is Nate the Prolific, Nate NateDaprolific. And I have a podcast called Parkers with a hyphen as pouring as in POURING and politics. I don't do talk about no politics. Politics is slang for talking in Chicago. Because some people comment like, it wasn't no politics going on. No politics going on. Parkers pouring politics. That's just the slang for talking. And I'm gonna let my go ahead.
Yes, okay. So y'all can definitely follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Babwaqua, BABEWAQUA. I need some more followers on Twitter, y'all. For real. It's like you gotta be really popular on Twitter to have that.
You gotta
follow.
talk about shit that
for real
and get you trend. You gotta be a fuck.
Okay, but yes, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Also follow me on Spotify, Babwaqua Podcast, BABEWAQUA. And I just dropped the episode this morning. So y'all should check it out. I'm talking about dating, relationships, single, courting, all that good stuff. So yes, follow me.
And I am, of course, O'Neal Elliott, aka Augustine Versace. Look me up at either one of those, but I am the man of O'Neal Media. If you need your shit shot up, as in with a camera, find me anywhere. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on my website, onealmedia.com. That's ONELL media.com. And with that being said, man, peace.
Let's go.
Peace and love.
Now I gotta turn this shit off.